Yeah.
Fuels.
Okay.
That I got from the inside. Let me see what I want to read what the update that I got from the inside. He said, "Hi, bro. Request from Team Tate. Can you make sure the Matrix understand that the world cares about Tate's health as loudly as possible?" Of course. So they're watching. I don't know how many people are in here right now, but type of one, if you are saying a prayer, if you're keeping Andrew Tate in your prayers. Obviously, I don't know what the health problem is, but you know, obviously I consider him a personal friend, but people in here, like, you know, there's a giant overlap in people in here. Even if you disagree with the stuff he's talking about, you shouldn't wish the downfall. Like the amount of people who are quick to jump on the bandwagon. It's the same thing when Kevin Samuels, rest in peace, passed away. All of Twitter, back when it was woke and Elon Musk wasn't running it. Look at all the ones, Romanian government. Look at all the people that are praying for him. And there's power in that. These people genuinely care and are wishing the best for Andrew Tate. And then they said, okay, can't say too much because the lawyers haven't cleared it up, but here's the update. We don't know specifics. They won't tell us. And I'm pretty sure even a lot of the closest people to the Tate team don't know why he's in the hospital. The local media doesn't know specifics either. They weren't given the full picture. And any claims you hear in the media about why Andrew Tate is in the hospital are all speculation. We don't know. It's just the government and Andrew right now, which is important to say a prayer if you care. And then he says, to take Tate to a hospital shows a certain level of severity. Otherwise, they would just get the prison doctor to check him or bring an external doctor to his cell. Actually, taking him outside of the prison into a hospital means some kind of specialist treatment was needed. And even the judge specifically said there's a risk of public discontent if Tate is released. That's a direct quote. And so to fight that, that's a quote from the judge, is they are very aware of public discourse. This is the same reason why the U.S. government didn't choose to lock up a lot of the BLM supporters, even though they were rioting and burning the city and stealing, burning down police departments, lighting cars on fire. They chose to just be like, whatever. They didn't get in any trouble. I know so many people personally who went to the BLM riots, stole tens of thousands of dollars of Gucci bags and burned down stuff and then smashed glass with baseball bats. That happened a little over 2 years ago, and they didn't get convicted, any of them. They all just got bailed out by like Chrissy Teigen and famous celebrities. Why is that? It's because they were aware of the public perception. If in that time, in that amount of outrage, if they had prosecuted all these people, it would have been worse. You know what would have happened? All the BLM people, they would have burned more cars. They would have lit more buildings on fire. They would have stolen from more stores. So instead of prosecuting them, instead of encouraging more outrage, because look, if you can get a whole country to go on fire because of one death, an armed burglar who was on fentanyl, that's a fact. If you can get a whole nation all together burning the country in real time because of one person, then imagine if they started prosecuting these people. So my point is, they genuinely look at the public perception of criminals, and it does influence the decision that happens. So you saying positive things will have an effect. And then there's other stuff I can't say. And right now, the authorities are saying it's confidential info. I don't know why it's confidential. I mean, we could speculate, you know, but there must be a reason why he was brought there. Otherwise, they would have brought a doctor right to the cell. Of course, the conspiracy theorists are going to start making guesses. Maybe they're questioning him. Maybe I don't even want to speculate because there's no point. There's no point. But think about, and the people that are upset, I see them in the chat right now. And there's Sunny Fast, thank you for the 10. 6 months ago, I was a crypto fag, weak mind, believes in depression, all the yells the Matrix pushes. Because of them, I'm genuinely a new man. Keep them in our prayers. Stay hard, guys. Sunny is another example of someone who's been positively affected by the message that they spread. So, just last time I would say, just remember, like, if anything happens. This is all staged. Tate's playing chess. What a genius. No, that's not true. It's 100% not staged. And you know what sucks? I was just on the phone with Sonny, and he's like, well, guess they're not going to have your millionaire party. Maybe that's the Matrix. Because Tristan Tate told me when I become a millionaire, I'll personally throw you a party. When you hit $1 million, Sneeko, I will personally throw you a party. I'm a man of my word. And then he goes to fucking jail. What do Romanians think about the Tate arrest? This is in Bucharest. I was just here.
He's a jerk.
You know what's funny? I have a story. I was right here, and there was some dude on the street, and he kind of looked like this. I don't want to shit on him, but he did. He kind of looked like the soy boy. And he approaches me, and he starts talking about like his health problems, and he starts following me around. And he's like, "Bro, let's go get food together." And I was just walking alone, like vlogging and like getting street photography shots, just like, you know, exploring Bucharest, Dolo. I've never been in Romania before, and the guy keeps following me, and I feel bad, and he's talking about like his health problems and shit. I'm just like, all right, man, like let's take a picture and like dap him up. He's following me. I literally, at one point, he's like, oh, 1 second, let me go over here to take a picture. So he walks like 10 feet away, and I see the opportunity. I ran away from a grown man. I ran away. I didn't want to be like, can you please leave me alone? I didn't want him to keep on following me. I was just running through Bucharest with my camera away from some Romanian guy. So if you're watching this, bro, and you're wondering where I went, I didn't want to deal with it. And I'm sorry. I should have been stoic, and I should have been like, bro, doing my thing, leave me alone. I didn't want to let you down. I didn't want to see your reaction. My bad.
It's actually the Matrix attacking them.
Andrew Tate, I think he's like pretty sexist.
Tate brothers, big W.
Salute and welcome to Romania, guys. Today we are in Bucharest, the capital city of Romania, and we're gonna ask the Romanians what they think of the controversial imprisonment of Andrew and Tristan Tate. So don't forget to give this video a like if you enjoy watching it, and also subscribe for further content. Let's go! What do you think of the imprisonment of Andrew and Tristan Tate?
It's a very good thing. I mean, if a guy is to blame for something, I mean, it's welcomed. I mean, the imprisonment doesn't mean that he's convicted of something. I mean, he's imprisoned, there's going to be a trial, and we're going to see. I mean, we have to trust in justice, like our president says.
Imagine trusting the government. Imagine trusting the president.
What do you guys think of the imprisonment of the Tate brothers?
There's black people in Romania. I probably saw one black guy the whole time there.
Oh. Very good. I like it.
Why do you like it?
Because they deserve it.
You think they did what they did?
I think that they are not showing the people enough. The police knows, but they are not showing to the audience.
What do you think of the imprisonment of Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate?
It's wrong that he's being imprisoned for nothing. He is the GOAT.
That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
What do you guys think of the imprisonment?
Chad, I'm telling you, we've seen so many of these videos, you can look at people and figure out, they both dislike Andrew Tate. You could look at someone and know exactly what they think about it. It's a reflection of yourself, rather than a reflection of the Tristan and Andrew. So what, E-React says, so what they're saying, he's talking about the lover boy method, women are so weak-minded and easily manipulated, it's a crime to persuade them into a lucrative profession that pays more in a month than their family will make in the year. But it's not a crime to lie to them about COVID. It's not a crime to tell them to get an injection. It's not a crime to put them in debt slavery for their entire life. It's not a crime to promise that you're gonna get a job from your gender studies degree. That scam isn't a crime, but making girls fall in love with you and then they have a lucrative career, terrible people.
Imprisonment of the Tate brothers.
I mean, it's a good thing.
There you go. I told you. It's a good thing that the Tate brothers are arrested. Why? Not because he has any unique thoughts in his head. It's because he looks exactly like these dudes, bro. Look. Look. Are you kidding me? That's his twin. That's his twin. It's just a reflection of who you are as a person.
Because he's a bad person.
Think it's true what they say about him?
Yeah.
What about you?
He's cool. He has a Bugatti.
He has a Bugatti, it's cool. Okay, so we should remove him from prison for that then.
We could keep his Bugatti while he's in prison.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
What do you think of the imprisonment of Andrew and Tristan Tate?
He's gonna be reasonable. He's not gonna have too much of an opinion because, you know, he probably has kids and understands what it's like to be a man.
It's a complete joke.
What do you
Fuck! Lico in the chat.
think about the imprisonment of the Tate brothers?
Well, he didn't answer the imprisonment thing. This guy said he's a complete joke, but he didn't talk about the imprisonment. Okay?
Tate.
It's a complete joke.
He didn't clip the rest of it. We don't know what it really... That's not really an L. Seiko says, Seiko about to start making these girls tattoo his name and run their OnlyFans like Tate, Big W. No. Chad, I wouldn't... L stream. I'm not gonna ever run girl... Well, it's not in my plans to run girls OnlyFans. I'd rather make money in different ways, personally. I don't want to keep selling... I don't know.
What do you think about the imprisonment of the Tate brothers?
I don't think it's actually pretty nice, but I actually started watching his YouTube and started working out every day.
What do you think of the imprisonment?
What do you think these people... Okay. I did just take an L, kinda. Oh, he said it's a joke. I didn't even take an L. That's not even Lico. He said the imprisonment isn't a complete joke. I thought he said Andrew Tate was a complete joke. Okay. No, that's a W. Chill out. But... these NPCs here, which is funny because rebelling now is becoming strong. Rebelling against the system is becoming self-governing. Rebelling is becoming rich. Being a bot is dyeing your hair, dressing like a they-them, being fat. That's what the establishment wants you to do. All these people hate Andrew Tate. Guarantee you.
Imprisonment of Andrew and Tristan Tate.
It's wrong.
What? No, he's saying that the imprisonment is wrong. Or what?
Imprisonment is...
Okay. Fuck! I'm one. Okay, this bot. This was more they them of the bots though. If we're gonna go off the looks, this one has the dyed hair. This guy, you know, couple piercings, but not that bot. This bot, of course, like eating his ramen, the dyed hair, the sword boy, fat as fuck. This guy's less fat, so now the bots are competing. Is that an L?
Imprisonment is wrong. Or what?
Imprisonment is... Why? He did a lot of bad stuff.
I think it's a good thing if he did that kind of stuff.
What? So you want women to be...
No! I wasn't saying that, but I think it's wrong what he did.
What do you guys think about the imprisonment of...
Fatty hates him. Look at it. This is what I mean. Perfect. Okay. I can't be... There's absolutely no chance that this queen likes Andrew Tate. There's no fucking way.
Of the Tate brothers.
I think it's pretty fair because they've done a lot of things. It's pretty fucked up. I know people who like say they changed their lives or something like that, but I don't watch them.
Do you think they actually did what they are alleged to have done?
Of course she does. Come on.
Andrew Tate, I think he's like pretty sexist.
Let's go!
I thought we were gonna say sexy.
No. No.
Okay.
He's not my type.
He's not your type? Bro, you're fat as fuck. What the fuck is your type? Well, Annabelle says, oh, you look beautiful in your picture, by the way. I've lived in 8 years in Lithuania. Will you get my name tatted? And I think Eastern Europeans are even more brainwashed by the Matrix than Americans. They've been so conditioned to believe everything the government tells them.
What do you think of the imprisonment of Andrew and Tristan Tate?
Well, I think he was right when he said that it was the second thing that they're going to do to him. And as we saw in the first place...
And look at him. Doesn't look like an NPC. Looks like he's going to achieve something.
It was all a scheme and it was proven that it was not true. I hope he'll get released though.
What do you think about the imprisonment of the Tate?
Okay, see. Bots. There's... Bro. Come on. I hacked the code. They hate him.
Brothers.
I don't want to be mean, but I really don't like them. I'm so proud that they're imprisoned right now.
It's an evil.
Yes!
The world we live in.
I don't agree with what they're saying. I think it's a level of misogynistic that I can just not comprehend with.
I don't know, many people are happy about it, but I don't want to like involve myself in political stuff like this.
I'm happy they're not here.
Because she's more of a bi. She's got the...
Do you think it's true what they say about them? That they sex traffic in women? That's why they're in prison.
Yeah, most probably, because if that thing wasn't true, they would probably not be imprisoned.
What do you think of the imprisonment of Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate?
There are not enough evidence to imprison him. I do have a negative feeling towards them, but this is not enough to...
Put someone in prison.
Yes.
For all of you guys wondering, what is this black guy and this German guy doing asking
That's a fact. What the hell are you doing in Romania?
people in Romania questions? Well, we're actually students in this lovely country, and if you want to get a place to study medicine or dentistry in your home,
Fucking bot tube.
to get a place in this lovely country. What do you guys think about the imprisonment of the Tate brothers? You like?
Yes.
You like them?
No.
You like
Me
them?
neither.
No? What do you think about their sending to prison?
It was a good choice. Fair.
Why?
I mean, if they find the people in their houses, it's
What do you guys think of the imprisonment of Andrew Tate?
3. Pink eyeshadow, the fatter one hates him.
Thank God, I guess.
Yeah?
He is a human trafficker.
Need I say more?
Of course, that's a good thing. The evidence was there a long time ago. They just needed to catch him, so I don't know why people are debating. I'm just glad he got caught. And there's been a lot of reports by authorities, teachers.
Yep, it's a reflection of yourself. You can just choose whatever narrative to follow, but look, you're fat as fuck. It's not really that you hate Andrew. There's a lot that you don't like about yourself, and you hate the person who's speaking the truth.
About his influence on the young generation of boys.
What do you guys think about the imprisonment of the Tate brothers?
It's a scam. They think it's all part of the Matrix.
I have a friend, and this is like live and direct, type of shit. She's transgender.
Yeah.
And she used to with the other brother, like not
Tristan.
Tristan, yeah. She said that
Tristan's fucking trans? What the?
Bomboka!
Not Tristan.
They started with OnlyFans and video chat. Thinking about that, they might have, been doing what they say they are doing.
In your heart of hearts, do you think that
L. Okay, I took an L.
they did that?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, L.
Yeah?
100%.
What do you think of the imprisonment of Andrew Tate
He thinks it's bad on the right. The girl thinks it's good.
and Tristan Tate?
I heard he was imprisoned because of human trafficking. I don't know what he did, but I hope he will be released soon. I think he's a great man. He's a great personality. I like him.
How about you?
I don't like him very much.
Okay.
I think
Okay, back on the winning team. All right. I lost to the tranny.
he's a misogynistic person with a misogynistic perspective, and I heard there's some evidence against him, and if that's true, I really hope he goes to jail.
What do you guys think about the imprisonment of the
I think it's bad. They fuck with him. Come on.
Tate brothers?
That's tough, yeah. Tate brothers, big W.
Yeah!
Yes! Okay, I'm back.
Baby!
What do you think of the imprisonment of Andrew and Tristan Tate?
I think that it's actually the Matrix attacking them.
Let's
I
go.
was actually listening to their song right now. They're pretty much trying to silence them for telling the truth. He's probably gonna get to stage 3 when he's gonna get killed. Personally, I hope that they won't come because he actually inspired me and actually made me improve myself.
Listen to that part. They're putting sad music over it, but a lot of men have really been helped by the messages that they put out on the internet. And it would be a shame if the Romanian government thinks that there's something negative about it. Like, look one more time.
Come because he actually inspired me and actually made me improve myself and helped me a lot.
What do you guys think about the imprisonment of the Tate brothers?
It's a very good thing. I don't like them, so they should be staying there.
What do you
I don't like them, so they should go to jail. retard.
Think of the imprisonment of Andrew Tate.
I like him.
Do you think he will be released from prison?
Yeah, I think he have a lot of money and he will be released.
What do you think about the imprisonment of the Tate brothers?
Ooh, that's a fruity jacket right there, chat. He's kind of looking a little soy, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know. I don't trust him.
I'm glad that it finally happened.
Woo! Let's go! Are you gonna tell me, and any of you fucking soy boys in this image, are any of you gonna tell me that I'm wrong for making this comparison? Is this not proof that so much of your worldview is determined by what you look like? One look at this guy and the colorful fruity jacket, one look, and I knew.
Why?
Because he's a horrible human being which came to this country just to enslave women for financial gain.
This is the soy boy theory. And this should be studied in schools. They should have textbooks crediting me as the scientist to discover what really goes on in the heads of the soy. It's incredible. It's incredible.
Which came to this country just to enslave women for financial gain.
What do you think of the imprisonment of Andrew Tate?
Neutral, but leaning towards it's good. I mean, yeah, it's good that they're in jail, but not too harsh.
I don't appreciate him. I'm not following what's happening, so...
But do you think it's...
You know why? Because she's slightly attractive, but and like a little overweight, but not crazy overweight. That's how I knew that.
True what is said about him, that he's a human trafficker?
I think he's not a nice man, so he can stay where he is. I'm not following him to...
But she hates Andrew Tate more than her friend because she's uglier.
To be honest, I don't have enough information. I'm not going to give an opinion for something that I don't have enough information on, so yes, that's it.
What do you think think about the imprisonment of the Tate brothers?
It's bad. Matrix.
They gave us motivation to do things. Some girls...
Yep. Because there's nobody inspiring the youth anymore. They want men to be depressed, lonely, controlled, slave-minded, so that, in turn, the women become the same thing. They know that society is easiest to control if men this age are completely lost, clueless, have nothing to follow, don't believe in anything, aren't inspired, are on SSRIs and trust the government. But Andrew and Tristan inspired a lot of young men, and the fucking old soy boys like Laba and Leech and Destinies who will make, oh, you're like a Tate dick rider, blah, blah, blah. They don't understand what it's like to grow up right now and not have any masculine influence. To be complete, because the woke propaganda has gotten so much worse in the last 10 years and they can't empathize with it. But any masculine man, military age young man, who makes some semblance of sense resonates with what they talked about. Romanian government, please pay attention to that.
Say good things about them. I don't think they did anything.
What do you think of the imprisonment of Andrew Tate?
Yeah, I think it's a good thing. There are some bad examples for us, but it's a bad example also for Romanian people.
What do you think about the imprisonment of the Tate brothers?
It's bad. It's bad. These guys are based.
Nothing to say about it.
Fuck.
What about you guys?
I think they should free the top G. They don't have any evidence.
Do you think in your heart of hearts, do you guys think the accusations are true?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yes, of course.
Why do you think the accusations are true?
I don't know. They're very sus, that's why.
Do you agree with these guys?
Yeah, I do.
So they should be freed?
Yeah.
They barely speak English.
Sensational. What do you think of the imprisonment of Andrew Tate?
It's good.
Do you think it's true what is said about him?
Yes.
He's a jerk.
No. Shut doesn't say.
Okay. What do you guys think about the imprisonment of the Tate brothers?
I'm not into this topic, but I think it's a good decision.
Yeah?
I think I saw some videos, some old video with him and a girl in a hotel room.
They are bad people.
Bad people?
Yes.
Why? Why'd you say that?
I think they are thieves.
Thieves?
Yes.
Who have they stolen from?
Stupid people.
How, with the academy or what?
Yeah, with the academy, yeah.
Have you signed up?
No.
How do you know? How do you know it's not? It's not. No.
Oh,
but
why?
How
Why?
do you know it's not bad?
Why did you
How do you know it's not good if you haven't signed up?
Gotcha, bitch!
So what do you think about the imprisonment of Andrew Tate?
I think that it's good that they imprisoned him, like,
Yeah.
he deserved it.
Andrew Tate was put to prison. What do you think about it?
Free Andrew Tate. What do you think about the imprisonment of the Tate brothers?
Chat, there's too many people in here who are subscribing to OnlyFans, and you see the people that are spending their money on college and a bunch of nonsense, but they think that a course is a scam. The Creativity Kit is dropping February 1st. I just was on a call today. I got 2 more professors. I'm outlining the entire course about how to make money online, and I tweeted today saying that this is the easiest time to ever make it out of the matrix. It's the easiest time ever to make money online, and people are not utilizing that opportunity. They're wasting their time and their energy on OnlyFans and porn and video games when you could be using it as a tool. Rich people use social media as a tool. All you fucking brokies and idiots are using it to mindless entertainment. It's just sad to see, because it's never been easier to get rich. And people even my chat are still subscribing to OnlyFans. You're lost, bro. February 1st, the Creativity Kit drops. It's $50 a month. You know, like the amount of money that you spend on OF, you should be spending on bettering yourself.
If they really did what they did, yeah, that's a good idea. But if they didn't, I want them to be free.
Do you really believe, in your heart of hearts, do you believe that they did that?
Yes, maybe. Because the way they flex with the money.
What is your opinion on Andrew Tate being sent to prison?
Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of Andrew Tate, and none of my friends, as far as I know, are. So I don't really know what to say. If he's guilty, he should deal with the consequences.
Yeah.
What do you think about the imprisonment of the Tate brothers?
A sensible subject.
Yeah, it is.
I think it's a good thing, though.
Yeah?
Yeah, but without proof, you can do anything, so...
Deep in your heart, do you think that is true?
Maybe?
What do you think of the imprisonment of Andrew Tate?
He said some things that I personally liked, but some things gave me headaches.
What do you think about the imprisonment of the Tate brothers?
If they were locked up for like a good reason, then yeah, sure, it's fine. But otherwise, they should be let out.
Do you believe that they were actually sex trafficking women?
To be honest, no.
What do you think of the imprisonment of Andrew Tate?
I'm happy.
Yeah, you happy? Do you think it's true what is said about him being a human trafficker?
A human trafficker? I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah, but why are you happy that he's in prison?
What do you guys think about the imprisonment of the Tate brothers?
I love Tate brothers.
Do you think that they actually did sex traffic women? No.
No, I don't think that.
I don't agree with it.
So you think he should be freed?
Yeah.
Do you think his values are right that he's telling?
The most things he's telling are true, and he's helping a lot of people.
So you think he's not a human trafficker?
I sincerely don't know.
What do you think about the imprisonment of the Tate brothers? Who? The Tate brothers. Andrew Tate, Tristan Tate.
I don't know who the is that.
So that was it. It stays a controversial topic.
All right, thanks, Romaniac. I was just in all these places, and I didn't expect them to be this bot-minded. They spoke very highly. Eastern Europeans in here, and again, there was that girl, Isabella, who donated and said that Eastern Europe is even more brainwashed and bot-minded than they are in America. I don't know what it is, but it seems like the amount of faith you have in the government is how easily manipulated and brainwashed you are. I was surprised by that, especially for the fact that, like, when I was in Bucharest, the amount of Romanians who came up to me like, "Are you here to see the Tate brothers?" And they were like, oh my God, because they realized the only reason I'd be in Bucharest was to hang out with them. I saw a completely different effect. But when they're locked up and when they're not able to speak and they can change the narrative in real time, I think a lot of people who said negative things about that would have said positive things while they were still free. It's the USA, it's the same thing.
Commit the felony offense of possession of overt act in furtherance of the conspiracy. Overt act in furtherance of mama. Now he no longer mentions me.
Oh, this was
27th day of March, 2018, an overt act in furtherance of the conspiracy. Act 78, on or about 01/15/2019, scope of conduct. Defendant Jeffrey Williams, an associate of YSL, did appear in a video released on YouTube entitled Bad Boy, stating, "I shot at his mama, now he no longer mentions me. I had on Margolius when I shot at the cunt act like you want war, and they're gonna smoke you like a blunt, and overact in furtherance of the conspiracy. Act 79.
Damn, so Young Thug rapping about allegedly having wife and Lucy's mom's house shot up is one of the reasons he's locked up.
On or about 02/23/2019. Scope of conduct. Defendants Damone Blaylock and Rodeus Ryan, associates of YSL, did unlawfully and with malice aforethought commit the felony offense of murder by causing the death of Jamari Holmes, an associate of another gang, a human being, by shooting Jamari Holmes with a firearm in violation of Georgia law. Over at Act 91, Act 91, on or about 05/10/2019, scope of conduct. Defendant Javon Fleetwood, an associate of YSL, did unlawfully with malice aforethought and with intent to kill, commit the felony offense of attempted murder against the person of Milton Howard Jr. by shooting at Milton Howard Jr. with a firearm in violation of Georgia law pursuant to OCGA 16-4-1, which is an act of racketeering activity under OCGA 16-14-35A, Roman numeral IV, and an overt act in furtherance of the conspiracy. Act 92, on or about 05/10/2019, scope of conduct. Joe, all the business, asked the cops and detectives, all the jurisdictions, gave the lawyer close to $2 million. He handles all the killings. We don't speak about shit on wax. It's all. I escaped every one of them licks because I was supposed to be rich. I don't care nothing about no cop. I'm telling you just how it is. Hit him with the Mac now. Now his whole body scab. I done for the crew. I done did the robbing. I done did the jacking. Now I'm full rapping. Last nigga tried me, almost got popped in Lennox.
Alright you guys, man, welcome back to another video. So I had already finished editing this video like 2 days ago, and then I don't know what happened, but my hard drive like broke and the whole video disappeared. So I had to go get a new hard drive. Today's Friday. I literally just went to Best Buy. I have to re-edit this whole video, but I told you guys I was gonna be uploading a video on Sunday on the last vlog. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. This video is not a prank video. As you guys know, I'm the buyer at Cool Kick, so I buy the shoes. So I'm gonna just show you guys some regular interactions with some of the customers, just me buying and negotiating on the shoes, and somebody tried selling me some fakes. So subscribe if you guys haven't already, and I hope y'all enjoy the video. How you doing?
Return policy?
So we don't do returns. We're a buy-sell trade store, so we'll buy it back. It'll be for a lesser price of what the...
And then authentication?
They're all real. That's my job, so you can bring it up with me if you have a problem. Yeah.
And then do you guys 100% authenticity? Or?
Well, that's my job, so yeah. You trust me, you trust me. If not, I apologize. How you doing, guy? Both new? How much you want for both, bro? So how much? 3 and 3. I do $550 cash or 6 credit for both. The cash? Appreciate you, bro. Going all right? What do we sell these for? We sell these for $5 each? We sell these for $500 each, but he was just fair. Maybe I should have just given him his little 6, but hey, $550, you feel me? I'm the low ball god. Ooh, wee. Dun, dun, dun. All right, guys, so here we go again. The homie had some fake off-white ones. I don't know if he knew. He said he didn't, so we're gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. Let me know what you guys think, and yeah. Where'd you get these, bro?
The homie.
For real? Is he really your homie?
Yeah.
He is? I'll keep it a stack. I don't think he's your bro.
Oh, it's broke?
Yeah, they're not real. I'll just be honest. I don't know if you know or not, but.
I didn't.
Yeah. I'll say get your money back if you could.
For sure.
Sorry about that, bro. Appreciate you. Those were obviously fake guys. I don't know if you guys could tell, but it was good with people trying to get me, man. I'm glad the camera is out so you guys can see this. I don't know if he knew or not. He said he ain't know, but.
As close to brand new as they could get. I wore them in the house one time. And then he has some adapts that he wants to sell too.
Yeah, we don't take the adapt.
Okay.
It's hard to sell in here. It's a good one, but I know the retail is super high too.
The blinks and the reds, I don't have nothing but the shoe. For the platinums, I got everything.
All right, guys, so I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't 100% sure if the Red Octobers were real. They were missing the box, the lace bags, and the size tags on the inside of the shoe, so I'd rather be safe than sorry with a shoe this expensive, so I just passed on them. Yeah. These are used, right?
Yeah, they've all been worn like one time in the house.
Cool. I'm gonna be honest, I would pass on the reds without a box. That's just something we probably wouldn't take without the original stuff. I could take the blinks, but we don't really take anything without a box, but obviously it's the gym. What did you want on it like that?
For the platinums, I wanted 7, and for the blinks, 4.5. From what I've seen, obviously I've done my research. There's nothing online that's clean.
And out of curiosity, what did you want for the red?
Those are tricky. I think,
yeah.
Probably like 14.
I'm gonna be honest, for these two, I probably would also say pass. Unless you're willing to be flexible, I'd just be further off. I'd be at like 4 on the plat. I'd say keep these and be closer to like 2 to 25, bro, without a box.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep.
I'm gonna keep them. What's the lowest you would do if you were to?
The prices I said are pretty close to the lowest, just because I.
What'd you say again? You said 6 and what you said?
I said 7, but I'll do probably 6, probably the lowest, and for these, maybe like 4. If I get 10 for both, I'll do 10 for both.
I wouldn't be making that much, so I'd say just keep it. I appreciate you bringing them though, real talk, bro. Good looking. Bro had some heat right there. Red Octobers, was the plats, and he had the easy blinks. But he just wanted high. I respect it. He wants what they're worth, but we got to be able to make some money too, you feel me? So, trying to sell? Is it all together?
Yeah.
All right. Ooh. So I'm gonna be honest, the only ones I would take are the dunks. If I were to take it, I wouldn't do more than 100 cash or 120 store credit. Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Thank you guys. Have a good one.
Michael Jordan? Oh, it's like a stack though. He didn't write on it.
I'm gonna keep it a stack, bro. I'd pass on the Yeezys. If I were to take these, it'd be less than 100. So I'd say keep it. But if you want, I can do like 60 cash or 80 credit. Yeah. Appreciate you, bro. Sorry about that. Yeah. Have a good one, bro. Yeah. How you guys doing today? Good?
How are you?
Good, good. Y'all trying to sell?
Yeah.
Cool. Are they all brand new?
These are. I didn't bring no credit card on purpose. I'll one for you.
How much you want for?
Cut your friend out. She's right now is one of them times. You'll be okay.
What'd you want for these 3? I'd be at like 320 cash or 360 credit. These are both gonna be like 100 each. These I'm at 120 on. Or more store credit if you want to trade.
320?
Cash, yeah.
350.
I can't cash.
I'll just do these for now.
Please, cool.
I have some Air 11s, the burgundy ones. I just want you to tell me if they're real or not.
Where'd you get these though?
I don't even remember. I got them like when they first came out.
Yeah, they're fake, I'll be honest. You just tell by the box and then...
Yeah, I was telling her like they feel different.
Yeah, you know, you can tell. Yeah.
It's a smell. I can't explain it, but it's a smell that a Jordan got that a fake one won't smell like.
I don't want them. What did you say for the box?
100. Okay. What'd you pay for that? You said you paid.
These?
What'd you want? You said you paid, but they're used now.
Oh yeah, they're used now.
Would you do 120?
I'll do 120 for these.
That's cool. So 120 and 100, 220. Cool. How you doing, man? Good.
I have photos of the order and everything. Email proof or whatever.
How much you want?
16, 15.
If I were to take it, I'd be at like 1,000. Yeah, I'd sell it in here for 15.
What else you guys could do?
12 credit or 1,000 cash.
1,200?
Store credit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alright, thank you.
Sorry about that, bro. Thank you, though. He ended up coming back 2 minutes later, right after I turned the camera off, so I bought those for 1,000. How y'all doing today, guys? Good? How you doing? Cool, bro. So it's all together, right? Yeah. Are they all brand new? I'm gonna keep it a stack, bro. I'd take these right here. I'd pass on the rest of these. How much did you want for all this?
Give me the
individual?
Yeah.
The bones I'd be at 100. The ones I'd be at 140 cash. The dunks I'd be at 100. The core purples I can do 220 cash. These I'd be at, it'd be under like 160. The infrareds I'd be at 120, and the cool grays I'd do like 140.
I'll probably just do all these 5. I'll take these back.
The what? The cool grays and the ones?
Oh yeah, I'll take these back, and I'll sell these 5 back.
Cool.
You can't do like a little more on these 2? That's it.
700. I'll do 8 credit.
8 credit. Yeah.
Good. Cash?
Mind if I check this one for me, buddy?
Appreciate you, bro.
Thank you.
Bet. Thank you, guys.
Chilling.
Cool.
How you been, bro?
Good, man. How are you?
Good. I'm looking to sell.
Is it all together?
Yeah. So.
All right.
Check them out. Let me know what you want.
Going by one. Are they all brand new or?
All brand new.
Bet. Do you have a number in mind for everything or no?
No.
Cool. All right. So these are the ones I would pass on for now. You already know. Did you have a number in mind for these or no?
I already knew these.
Bet.
I just figured.
You good? Don't trip.
You know.
Be at 1250 cash or 15 store credit.
Yes. 12.15 cash.
1250. No, 1250. Yeah, 1250 cash.
Let's do 12.50 cash. That's cool.
Cool. Take care of you right at the register. Breeze a 1250. Thank you guys. All right, y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know you guys might miss the prank videos, so stay tuned. I got a prank video dropping next Sunday. It's a banger, I promise. So.
The smartest thing anybody could have done. Now, I don't know if he did it or legal told him to do it, but if he did, she had a friend there. She called an Uber when she was tired. She wasn't going home or doing anything weird with any creepy dudes. Like, she was technically doing everything correct, but then she like slipped up for a second and then.
It's not fair.
I'm sorry.
Is it Kai Cenat? Is that how you pronounce it? It feels like when I pronounce his name wrong, I'm like throwing shade. I'm not trying to, I just don't know. Is it Kai Cenat?
I'm Kai Cenat, and these...
Kai Cenat. I was invited by Kai Cenat. When I decided to leave, he told me I'd be safer upstairs since I was drunk and nobody would bother me. However, after I fell asleep, since I thought I was safe due to there being security and Kai's confirmation, however, I wasn't safe. Jagui Sek walked into the room where I was asleep and brutally raped me to the point where I bled. When I woke up to see him still on top of me, I called him out as a rapist, and he told me that I was in his bed and that's why he did what he did. I was in shock. I called and texted my friend who invited, but I got no answer. I was told by the rapist that he left, which I found out later to be a lie. He told me that we can keep it a secret, pretend nothing happened, but I was already traumatized by then. I asked him if he at least used protection, which he then showed me a dirty condom and said, yes, a skins condom. I don't know what the f that is. Now I have to take medication for a month to make sure I don't catch any STDs. I don't know what that means. As you all know, those condoms only protect you from unwanted pregnancies and not STDs. I spent all day crying and processing what happened to me instead of enjoying my vacation in New York. At nighttime, I had dinner reservations, but I went to the emergency room instead as I was still in pain from what happened to me. I described what the person looked like to my friend who had invited me, and he said he didn't know that person. However, after digging for a day and a half, I found the person's Instagram and that they had been friends for years. That's your homie for real, bro. That's why you ain't help me. That's why you ain't go up. You knew what he was doing. Yo, what the fuck? I'm literally getting info as we speak. Are you fucking crazy? I knew what was going on, question mark. This picture is 3 years old. It's been 5 days since the incident, and I haven't been able to sleep or eat properly. I haven't been able to socialize or go to work. This is all I think about 24/7. I'm not looking for attention. All I want is justice I deserve. I want to stop him from hurting anyone else. Police report, I think. For everyone asking me why I didn't do a rape kit, I did. Now leave me alone. I'm not trying to place blame on anyone other than the perpetrator, who is... I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name. However, I told my story as it happened, and I didn't want to leave any parts out. I don't believe Kai is to blame. However, he was involved. Whether you agree or not, it's just a fact. He's the only person who at the party, and he's the one who told me to go upstairs where everything occurred. I don't need Kai for attention, as I get enough of it on my own, and this wouldn't be the way I would try to get it. I wish him the best, but I will not be silenced. I will not choose to exclude him out of my story for his protection. I'm choosing to protect myself this time and say what happened exactly as it did. Oh, these are the messages to Kai, I think. Hold on, are these all of them? What you find out? You good? Not really. I want to know who it was. Can you send me the Instagram of the guy who checked up on me, please? Question mark, question mark. This shit is serious. I'm not trying to be annoying or anything, but I'm legit traumatized. I don't care if it's one of your friends and you don't want to throw them under the bus. It doesn't matter to me. He did what he did and he has to pay for it. Hell no, not one of my friends. I'm still looking into it. Okay. That's him. Found him in this picture. Gonna be at the hospital all night, so just hit me up whenever you're ready to respond, because I'll be up. I'm just waking up. Are you good? Doing a hit at the hospital. Can you please help me identify this guy that I sent you to pick up, because it's him. Please don't tell him anything. Like, don't tell him I'm at the hospital or anything. I don't want him to have time to make up a story or be on alert in case they need to investigate. It's better he does not know. It's him, question mark? Yes, that's the guy. Who is that? Okay, whatever, Kai. I'm in a meeting currently. I'm trying to find out now. Hold on. No, it's deadass him. I found it, and yes, it's him. I'm not slow, and I remember. Me and you have lots of mutuals. They can all vouch for me. I'm not a liar. This type of shit don't even happen to me. Is that the guy you sent to check in on me? No, the guy I sent to check on you checked up on you and left. I literally seen it with my eyes. You opened door halfway, asked if you was good, then came downstairs. Okay, well, that guy went in after. No, the guy I said to check on you checked up on you and left. I seen it with my eyes. You opened the door halfway, asked if he was good, then came downstairs. Okay, well, that guy went in after. Huh. I'm in the same boat as you. I don't know everyone at the party, so you have to bear with me. You're not on the same boat as me. I just had to take mad medication to make sure he ain't give me no STDs. A man who I don't even know and don't find attractive in the slightest. I've been digging through all your friends' pictures to look for this man. It's taken me an entire day and a half. I had plans in New York for the weekend. I had to stop to do this. You could have made the process a whole lot easier, but you didn't help me. That's your friend, and I know I'm not. So you can defend a rapist. I'll handle this. What the f are you talking about? I'm so mad right now. You don't even understand. This is sick. I didn't deserve this. I did nothing, you guys. Ain't nobody defending shit. I just told you I'm about to find everything out, and that's what I've been doing. Like, why me? Why are you saying you guys? See, I don't like you including into something that I'm trying to figure out. Don't start doing that. What the fuck? That's your homie for real, bro. That's why you ain't help me. That's why you ain't go up. You knew what he was doing. Yo, what the fuck? I'm literally getting info as we speak. Are you fucking crazy? I knew what was going on. Jovi, I don't like that at all. All jokes aside, that's not cool. That's fucked up. Hello, I'm the crazy one, the victim in the whole situation. Okay. You just sent me pics of the person, and now I'm going to get both sides. I didn't know who was who. I didn't know who to look for, and now you pulled up pics. If you want me to help you, you can't do shit like this. What the fuck? I'm not on some cool shit right now. Like, do you not understand what just happened to me? I'm literally traumatized. You're showing absolutely no sympathy. I have every right to feel and react the way I'm reacting. Like, I'm going to give you details so you know how serious it is. Your friend raped me in my ass too, since I've been bleeding ever since. Holy fuck. Do you understand how embarrassing and how dirty I feel? And you know what he said when I asked him why he did it, why he did what he did? He said this because I was in his bed. That's the reason why he raped me, because I was asleep in his bed. That's a stupid excuse. Oh shit. I don't sleep around, and to be honest, if I wanted to have sex, I would have slept with you or some shit. I don't know who this man is. This is a complete stranger to me. Since I don't think you understand that I was raped, This is not something that was consented. I didn't want him. I never flirted. I didn't do shit to deserve this, but sleep, that's all I did. I gave you a description right away. Then I sent a picture from the party. The photographer, you just kept on ignoring me. You knew me for the description, like, come on, you could have helped me, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Yeah, Sejin sent me, apparently he put together a flow chart of everything. Kai invited Jovi to New Year's Eve party. Jovi wants to leave, but Kai tells her to stay and sleep upstairs. Mr. Sek allegedly rapes Jovi and takes video of the rape. Wait, is that? I don't know where that got revealed at, but he's got sources down here. Kai claims he sent someone to check on Jovi, security. A boy in gray boxers opened the door. Jovi confronts Mr. Sek during/after asking about protection. On January 1st, Jovi sends pictures of Mr. Sek to Kai, asking for help to identify. No response from Kai. Kai claims to go to the police, maybe legal team 2. Maybe Kai confronts Sek. On January 2nd, went to the hospital for rape injuries. Jovi asks Kai again for help, no response. Jovi asks Kai not to alert Sek. Kai finally responds to a picture Jovi sends Kai of Sek. It's him, and immediately confronts Mr. Sek. Jovi asks Kai again for help, no response. Jovi asks Kai if the person in the pictures is who Kai sent to check on her. Kai gets defensive about being accused of covering for his friend. Kai reveals to Jovi that he was trying to find out what happened. Kai tries to gaslight Jovi into making her thinking he didn't know who she was accusing after she sent all the pictures on January 2nd, early morning. Jovi goes public on the 5th. Kai responds on the 6th with green light from legal. Kai confirms he knows Sek personally. January 2nd, Jovi talks to Kai. Kai gives his team her number. Team tells her he can't talk to her. Kai says he was caught off guard by social media, but Jovi claims she warned him. Kai says he didn't know Sek's name, and that's the only thing he said talked to him about. Kai says his legal team reached out to Jovi explaining he cannot talk to her now. Kai says Jovi on the phone and blah, blah, blah. Okay. Damn. Are we going to try to watch this video? Okay.
Hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Are we good? Can y'all hear me? Is everything good? Hold on, hold on. I gotta mute all alerts. This is not no joke. This is a very serious matter. How's everybody doing today? How y'all doing? Very serious matter today. Yeah, I know. Hold on, let me make sure everything is good on my end before everything goes. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro, it's been eating me alive, and I feel so good right now that I got to be able to say something. To be able to say something. You feel what I'm saying? How y'all doing? You feel me? I need everybody to get in here. Take it off sub only. Take it off sub only. Take it off sub only. Everybody is welcome in the chat. Everybody's free. Everybody. I don't want it to make it look like nothing is being. Everybody, take it off sub only. Let everybody be able to comment. How are you guys doing? Hold on. Let me make sure everybody come in. Everybody got to come in. Everybody. I need everybody in here. I need everybody. Let them in. I'm gonna explain everything. For those who's confused, I gotta explain everything. I'm gonna go ahead and y'all deserve. Bro, it's crazy because y'all gonna finally see. I feel relieved, bro. I feel relieved. I feel like I can be able to, talk whatever I gotta talk about. Okay. I'm in the UK right now. My whole trip is canceled. Like everything. I had to stop.
What's up, lead attorney?
This is very important. I don't play with this. I've recorded some things. I still don't know if I want to record out here. I put everything aside. I said, yo, let me handle this. I'm in a whole different country right now. It is currently 1 a.m. I am tired as shit. I don't give a fuck. You know why? Because this is very important. This has to be addressed. This is nothing to play with. Okay?
True.
Let me see. So, if you guys catch me looking at my phone, I want to show you guys off rip that I have multiple points that I went over and that I have to cover. Okay? Oh my lips is dry as hell. Hold on, my lips is dry as hell. I don't even wanna. Where's my shit? I just lost my Blistex, fam. How? How? Are you scared? Hell no, I'm not scared of what? I'm highly confident. That's not what we're here to talk about, okay? Okay, so let me know when y'all ready. Let me know when y'all ready. I gotta make sure, I know everybody's watching, I know there's every blog watching right now. I know everybody got their little conclusions right now. I know everybody got a thoughts. I feel amazing, I feel great. I feel like I finally can talk, okay? All right, so let's begin. I have points here to refer to, so I don't want y'all to think that shit is like, you know, on some like, oh, he's reading off a line. No, okay? Let me go ahead and say something real quick. Very important. I do not, under any circumstances, condone any sexual activity without consent. I don't condone none of that. That shit is whack. I don't even play with the R word. I can't say it on Twitch, therefore, because it's TOS. I do not play.
You weren't wrong about this intro? No. Oh, no. He hasn't even started yet with what I complained about. You have no idea. We haven't even gotten to that yet. Jesus.
With that is not something
we're
I
starting
play
to
with.
though.
In any.
Also, yes, please, L in the chat, guys. L is a big L. Okay. I just want to reiterate. I want to go on the record saying once again, I am very anti here, super anti. This is an L stream. Okay. We don't do that shit here either. Okay. Or support it, guys.
Way, shape, or form, that shit is corny. I'm gonna say it one more time. I do not condone none of that. I do not allow any of that. It's very serious, bro. This topic this is the most serious I've probably ever been in my life. It's the most serious I've ever been in my life, okay? This shit is no joke. And I'm here to explain everything, okay? You know, multiple blogs has posted shit. All right. First things first, okay? First things first, I want to go ahead and address everybody. Thanks to everybody who patiently waited to hear what I had to say and what I had to go at. Please don't tell me the internet is bad. No, what happened to the internet, bro? Okay, we good. All right. So first things first, I want to say thanks to everybody who waited patiently to hear what I have to say. You feel what I'm saying? After this, y'all can say whatever y'all want. I don't care. You feel what I'm saying? First things first, okay? Let me go ahead and say something. I first of all, I kind of found it very, I've been going through, like, I'm getting dragged right now on social media. A lot of people forming opinions before I even got to speak. Let's dive right into it. First things first, I want to address how do I know this girl, okay? As you guys know, New Year's Eve, I threw a party in New York City. The city that I'm from, threw a party back there. We went back there, threw a party. As you guys can see, I'm pretty sure you guys seen snaps, multiple videos. There's multiple photographers in there. You feel what I'm saying? We took a whole bunch of pictures, videos. I'm having a blast. Mic in my hand. I'm running everywhere. I'm having a blast. Everybody's having a good time. When you with KC3, one thing you can say is that I make sure everybody's having a fun time. Everybody's having good, right? The way I met that girl, or I started talking to her, December 31st, 2022, going into the new year of January 1st, 2023. Okay? People keep getting the narrative that like she kept saying like this is my friend. She kept using the friend word a lot, right? People keep thinking that like it was if she's saying friend, they must have knew each other way back. No, that's not what it is. Also, I want to go ahead and say, Jovi, I'm not here to bash you or nothing. This is very serious. This is the first thing put in my life. I'm not even gonna play. Like, I've seen the shit that you've been posting and crying and all that shit. I have sympathy for her. I'm not here to say that. I'm not here to bash you in any type of way. Okay? Let me put that shit first, because this shit is crazy. All right? So, the way I know her, I met her December 30. I said December 31st. Okay? Met her December 31st. I told her, I got the cotton right now. I told her to pull up to the party. Now, the same way she got invited, everybody there got invited. Okay? People on the internet twisted it and was like, oh yeah, Kai should have been, you know, you feel what I'm saying? Like, she should have been on her and shit. No, the way she was invited is the way everybody was invited. Welcome. She's in New York. I said, yo, New Year's Eve, come let's have a blast. You know, you feel what I'm saying? Music going, everything was free. I had food, everything, right? That's how I know her. It doesn't go any further. It doesn't go any farther than that. Okay. Okay. One thing. Okay. How do I know the person being accused? Jiggy, right? How do I know him? I know him. I never said he wasn't my friend. I know him. He went to high school with me. And you know what I'm saying? He's a friend that I genuinely know. Okay. This is somebody that I know personally. Okay. All right. Now, first things first. Let me kick it off like this. I can't go too in deep, so you're probably wondering. Let me address.
So you want a clean and customizable UI? Well, in my opinion, Shadowed Unit Frames is the best one. It's what I've been using.
Kai
I'm sure that you can play around with things for shadows
why wasn't he texting back like this? And I don't blame y'all for asking me. Why wasn't Kai texting back like this? Why wasn't he helping? Because screenshots
but if you want to save the shortcut or other weak orders or other things that I have from other videos or help you individually, then check out the Patreon.
I didn't go nowhere else. When this shit was brought to my attention, I didn't go nowhere else but the police. Instantly, I went to my legal team. I went to the police. I'm not playing, I'm not being around. This is a serious topic. Let's go to the police. Let's figure this out. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of people was like, yo, you need, he didn't help you, this, that, and the third. Bro, I went to the police instantly. My legal team, the reason why I did not reply is because my legal team told me, Kai, do not text anyone. Do not do not talk about the situation to anybody. Keep it to yourself. That's why I'm so relieved that I got the green light today to talk about stuff. Okay? And then again, you feel what I'm saying? I'm not going against nobody. That's the reason why I couldn't tell, right? My team legally told me, Kai, don't say nothing. Okay? Jovi. First things first, Jovi. I understand everything that's going on right now. I'm here to help to see what the fuck happened.
Let me show you what I got.
I've been accused of this being set up, and I knew what was going on. Negative. That's disgusting. Negative. Like, bro, that's the reason why I'm kind of mad, because I've been accused that I knew everything that was happening at the time. Negative, okay? I don't know shit that went down that night. I wasn't there, okay? I wasn't physically there, okay? Jovi, although my team contacted you and said that Kai is not able to talk at this time. Okay? They said that to you. You was aware that I was muted, but you still went to the internet. I'm not here to blame you.
I don't know if Kai is going to post receipts for anything, but I feel like that would be a nice thing to see. Like, if the legal team had sent her a message and said, like, hey, Kai can't speak on this right now, like, give us a little bit, then that would make his side seem a little bit more understandable, because from her perspective that she posted on Twitter, she made it sound like there was zero communication at all. It would be nice to see like a text message or something of that. Yeah.
You got to the internet first.
Oh, she admitted to this in her interview? Okay, gotcha. We'll probably listen to that next.
Do the assumptions. My name got dragged, okay? And it's fine. I gotta go. This is what being at such a stature gonna come with, okay? You was my team went to her and tell you, yo, Kai is not able to talk right now. You feel what I'm saying? He don't expect nothing from coming from him. He's not able to. This is all legal. Once this shit got brought to my attention, it is now an investigation. Okay? It is now an investigation. Do you hear me? Okay? This shit is serious. I gotta understand how serious this is, man. I'm not taking this for no game. Everything that was brought to my attention, my team reached out to her, said Kai's not able to talk. All right, so boom, I was literally muted at the time. I couldn't say nothing. Okay, let me go ahead and I'll go to the next thing.
I genuinely don't get what part of this Kai did that was so crazy to you guys. So here's like the issue. If assuming everything I've heard so far is true, and nobody's telling a blatant lie, it seems like the worst thing that Kai did, a reasonable interpretation, the worst thing he did was like he kind of poorly communicated. That seems to be the worst thing. Now, the worst thing that he's being accused of is the feeling that the girl got, and the narrative that some people are kind of running with, is that Kai basically was trying to protect his friend from her. That he knew, because what she was making it sound like in those text messages was she was making it sound like, you knew I was upstairs getting by your friend, and that's why you wouldn't tell me who was there, and you knew about it the whole time. That's what she was saying in the text message. So that's like the worst. That's the big accusation. But it seems like at worst, Kai either needed to make it clear to her that he couldn't say anything or whatever, or the legal team did, or maybe they did, and maybe she's like being unreasonable on Twitter. But that seems to be like the worst thing. But yeah, otherwise, yeah, that seems to be the worst thing. Why do you think this is similar to the Miskiff situation? I don't think this is similar to the Miskiff situation at all. I haven't seen anything in this that's remotely similar to the Miskiff situation. The Miskiff situation, in my opinion, was way worse than this. But yeah. Destiny, think about it. This guy has security in the house. You don't think that Kai set her up with this dude? I would need way more information. I would need way more information about that, because now you're making a big claim that he sent her upstairs for her to get like fucked or / raped by his friend. Like it's possible, but you have zero evidence of that. You would need to give a big like text message or some other type of circumstantial or contextual clue, because that would be unimaginably stupid for Kai to do, and that's a big charge. Yeah, you would need. Destiny, to be fair, the Miskiff situation, she was asleep and just got groped. This girl got literally raped. No, hold on. The Miskiff situation was worse for Miskiff than this Kai situation is for Kai. Because Miskiff seemed to be involved in trying to get a girl to change her story. Kai doesn't seem like he did anything wrong, except maybe not tell the girl like who the guy was or whatever. But there are reasons why he wouldn't do that, right? I'm not saying that what happened to the girl was worse in the Miskiff situation than what happened to the girl in the Kai situation. I'm talking about the response from the streamers, from Kai or from Miskiff, is what I'm saying.
I just ain't know her side of the story, okay? Let me go ahead and say this shit real quick. She called me the next day, right? Crying, bawling her eyes out. I'm talking about legit crying, gang.
Wait, reasons like protecting his friend? It could be a variety of reasons. I think Abba's point earlier was salient. Let's say some girl says that she got raped and she comes downstairs and she's like, yo, who's this guy? And she's like giving pictures of like Dan or like Mr. Booten or a friend of mine. I'm not about to be like, oh, that's Mr. Booten. He might have been the one that raped you. Like, of course, I'm going to be a little bit more careful in that conversation. I'm going to try to figure out more what's going on. Because if she has no fucking idea and she's just sending random pictures of people because she's looking for somebody to accuse, I'm not about to throw my friend to the fucking wolves if I have no idea if I don't have any more context or any idea of what's going on. I think it's reasonable to pump the brakes there a little bit and be like, okay, well, hold on. Like, let me just see like what's going on. Now, this is just one potential story, right? It could be the case also that Kai knew and was trying to run defense for his friend, right? That could be the case, but you need evidence of that, guys. We can put together like 5 or 6 different stories based on what we've heard so far. You just don't know. That's what I'm saying. You need evidence to make these fucking claims, right? You need evidence. What could come out that would even prove that? A ton of stuff could come out. Let's say there's some sort of actual investigation and Kai's got text messages to a friend, or let's say it just leaks. Let's say Kai's texting friends and he's like, oh shit, like my friend up here, like I think he this girl, but I don't think she knew it was him. So like, don't say shit about it. Like act like my friend wasn't there. Like there could be a million things that come out that prove that, where Kai's saying some incriminating or stupid things to friends. And no offense to Kai, but what is he, like 19? Like I imagine if something like that did happen, he'd probably up and let it leak. Now maybe not, maybe he's really clever or whatever, or maybe nothing bad happened at all, but there's a million different things that could leak that would be really incriminating, right? There's a ton of things that could happen that would look really bad.
I'm hearing this story and automatically, this is why I don't really blame the internet for reacting to how they reacted to, because automatically I instantly...
Destiny, he comes off as super unsympathetic though. I mean, like, you gotta be, like, you have to be really careful with the sympathies, you know? Like, you got to be really careful with the sympathies. You just have to be careful, right? Like if somebody's at my house and they're saying like, bro, I think I got raped by Mr. Mooten, and I'm like, yeah, damn, I feel really bad for you. Like that's horrible. Like, I don't know. Does that sound like I'm saying he did it? Especially if they come at me accusing me of like, you knew Lucas was raping me. You knew he was me. Like, I'm sorry if it sounds cold, but like my first instinct isn't going to be sympathy there. My first instinct is going to be like, defending, well, not defending my friend, but my first instinct is going to be being defensive, right? Hold on, wait, whoa, what do you mean I knew you were getting raped? What? Like, I'm not going to be like, oh, that's so horrible. I'm going to be like, yo, why are you accusing me of shit? I didn't know what happened, right? That's a very human response. That's to be expected, right? That's to be expected. That's super, yeah. Do you think it's fair that Kai confronted his friend after the woman said not to? If he did after she said no, that's a really hard one. I'm leaning towards he probably shouldn't have. I'm leaning towards that. But I mean, like, it's his friend. That's kind of like when, here's like a thing in life. If you tell somebody a secret and you're like, don't tell anybody, not even your husband or your wife or your boyfriend or girlfriend, you're a fucking idiot. They're always gonna tell their partner. Anything you tell a husband or a wife, the other person is gonna hear about. Anything you tell a boyfriend, girlfriend, or they've been dating for a while, the other person's gonna, that's just always gonna happen, right? I don't know if I'm saying it's like, I don't know if I'm saying that it's like fair, but like if you go up to a guy and you're like, bro, I think your friend raped me, but don't tell him that I know this. I'm about to end this motherfucker's life. Like, he's probably gonna tell his friend. That's gonna happen almost every time. It would require an inhuman amount of like saintly, like moral fortitude, I think, to not say anything on that. Now, I'm not saying that it's, why play an angle? I'm not playing an angle, you brain dead moron. What, do you want me to just call him a rape defender? Get the out of here, you idiot. I'm just telling you how it is, okay? That this is gonna be the case. Hold on, oh God. Bro, if you're a Mizkif fan, just off. You're never gonna like me, and you're never gonna like anything I have to say about the situation, and your takes are brain dead on this, okay? Isn't that essentially what Mizkif did with Slick, though? He was being defensive for a friend? No, you fucking idiot. If Kai had sent 2 of his friends to this girl to convince that girl not to tweet anything, now we're at the Mizkif situation. We're not even remotely close to that level. Kai's involvement in this is not even remotely as close to fucking Mizkif's involvement. It's not even close. I don't even know how you can compare that in your head. You're a fucking idiot. The problem with Mizkif was that his fucking girlfriend and then 2 of his close friends went to the other girl's house to convince her not to fucking twit longer, Mizkif's friends. That's the problem with the Mizkif situation. Kai didn't send his friends to the girl to tell her like not to do anything. That's not even close. That's not even close. Now, like I said, is it possible that Kai was just trying to defend his friend and that's what he's saying? Maybe, but I think there's a lot of legitimate reasons for Kai not to say anything either. I think there's a lot of legitimate reasons for Kai not to say anything, okay? I think that's totally fair. I think that's totally fair.
I instantly fell into it. I instantly believe, like, I'm hearing it. I'm like, yo, this is crazy, bro. As soon as shit happened, I'm gonna help you on the phone. This is the first phone call that we had together. I said, I will help you. I got you. You can see in the text messages, I said, yo, just talk to my team and see what happens, okay? I said, I will help you. It's not pre-recorded. Shut up. This is not pre-recorded. All right? So, boom. I said that, right? As soon as I got the information, chat, I went straight to my friend, the person that you see getting posted. I said, bro, what the fuck am I hearing right now, gang? Y'all know I can't, bro. I have a select few of people that call my friend for real, bro. I addressed them. I said, yo, bro, what the fuck is this? When you can see the text messages. When she sent the photo, you can see me react as in, it's him? Like, I legit, I'm telling y'all what it is. I know him. So I went to him immediately. I said, yo, bro, what the fuck you got going on? What am I hearing right now, bro? You feel me? What am I hearing right now about shit that's going on? Chat. As soon as he heard her side of the story, I'm representing her, bro. She's hurt. She's hurt, bro. I don't play that. I went to him. I said her story. Complete shock. He was in complete shock. He don't know. I'm telling you my perspective. He was so confused.
Okay, this is a mistake from Kai's perspective. Okay, and I would tell you, if you're a friend of mine, I would do the same shit. If somebody came out and dropped a wild accusation on you, I'm not about to like help them like undo you unless I think you really did something wrong, 100%, right? I'm not gonna help them like life over unless I really think you're up. However, I'm not about to run defense for you unless I know for a fact that you didn't do all. Unless I know for a fact, right? Now, maybe Kai has a reason to know that his friend didn't do some fucking shit, but you gotta be careful co-signing on somebody's fucking reputation like this. You gotta be careful on some shit like that. You have to be careful, right? if somebody wants to take a loan out and they don't have the credit to do it, they don't have the character to stand on that loan, you can co-sign for them, which is you saying, bro, if they default on their shit, you can come and take my money. I will pay off their loan for them, right? That's what it means to co-sign. I'm gonna put my credit, my character on the line for this person. If you're gonna step out and you're gonna co-sign on someone's rape accusation, god damn, you better be 100% that they didn't do any shit, because if they did, now it's not just their character on the line, now it's your character on the line too. Unless Kai knows 100% that that his friend didn't do anything, which I don't know if he knows that, I'd be real careful about this. That's just me though, but maybe he trusts his friend, maybe he knows, I don't know, but damn.
On the things that she said, legitimately confused on the things that she said, everything like that, right? So, as the one...
There was a rape kit, by the way, in case you didn't know. Yeah, but I don't know if a rape kit... Here, this is the problem with domestic issues. This is why domestic violence started to charge. I don't know if a rape kit is enough for a rape conviction, right? Like a rape kit is only circumstantial evidence. The only thing, a rape kit is not really a rape kit. It's a sex kit, right? A rape kit will tell you injuries involved, or like semen or like fluids, right? That's all a rape kit really tells you. But like, they could claim that, well, okay, hold on, yeah, I came in and we did all that, but it was consensual, right? And that's the hard part to prove. A rape kit is enough on its own for a rape conviction, because his friend is probably gonna claim if they did do something, and I imagine if there's a rape kit, he is gonna claim they did something, he's gonna claim it was consensual, right? That's the difficult part, right?
In between all this shit.
So you were saying she's lying? I never said she's lying. I'm talking about to get a conviction in court. I don't know if just one person accusing somebody of something is enough, right? Now, if you can show injuries and everything, you probably could go a little bit further, but I still don't know. Like, a conviction on rape is a really, really big, it's very, very, very difficult to charge. This is why, bro, you can bring a woman to a police station, beaten the up, and everything is and like the DA is like, fuck, should we charge? And the woman's like, I'm not gonna testify against my abusive boyfriend or husband. They just drop the case. It sounds shitty, but like, it's really, really, really hard. I just wanna say, I don't wanna underplay. It is very, very difficult. This is why like Me Too and shit started. Rape cases, domestic violence cases, these are very, very hard to prosecute, because oftentimes it's just one person's word against another. Oftentimes it's not even one person's word, because the woman won't even say anything. This is why it's so, there's a lot that goes into this. This is why, one, this is why a lot of women don't say anything at all, and two, it's why it requires a lot of bravery to come out and say anything, because oftentimes you can come out, you can do a full hit, you can show injuries, you can say you didn't consent, you can show they've got coming to you and everything, and that's still not enough to convict, because at the end of the day, the cops are like, well, do you have any other testimony? Do you have any other friends? Do you have any other evidence? You don't. Just your word against his. We're talking like criminal charges. Like, the rape is a big deal, you know? I'm just saying that it's a difficult matter to pursue legally from the woman's side, right?
Took a step back. I said, yo, Kyle, there's two sides of the stories now, Kyle. Who you gonna handle it with? The police, okay? When she asked for...
If Kai really did go right to the police after she texted him and shit, honest to God, fuck, this guy might be like 19 or whatever the fuck. That's the smartest thing I've ever heard anybody do ever. And I don't think any dumb brain dead streamer has ever done any shit like that ever in these cases. If he actually, the day she texts him, he goes to the police like, yo, check this shit out or whatever. That's the smartest thing anybody could have done. Now, I don't know if he did it or legal told him to do it, but if he did, right, that L rape, but W handling, okay. But that would be very smart if he did do that. I don't think he would lie about it, because damn, it would look bad if he lied about it now. This kid's got a million fucking eyes on him, right? So, yeah. Questily, Destiny, that's why Kai telling his friend is a big deal. If the friend didn't know a rape kit was done, he could have testified unknowingly they never had sex, and then the rape kit shows that he lied to the police. Yeah, I know, Questily, but like, this is... Oh God, it's so hard. It's so hard to know what to do in this. This is why I wouldn't fault Kai or anybody else in this situation. Let's say that the friend didn't know, okay? Let's say that I get called in the cops for questioning some shit, and they ask me like, oh, here's like, let's say here's a sample questionnaire. Here's a sample questionnaire, okay? I'm brought into the station. I don't even really know what I'm being accused of. Cause like, we want to ask you some questions about shit that happened. There was something that an incident that happened. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's chat. And now let's say Kai didn't call me and tell me. Cops are like, so what were you doing at the party? Oh, I was hanging out. You know, we were drinking a little bit, you know, doing some fun shit. It's like, oh, cool. Were you having fun? Were you drinking a lot? Were there any other drugs involved? No, Mr. Officer. No other drugs involved. You know, it's not cool. Really? Like, we're not here. We don't care about weed or whatever, right? Everybody smokes a little weed. It's like, okay, sure. I smoked a little bit of weed, drank a little bit. You know, it was fun. We were flirting, having fun. It was like, oh, cool. Do you have any girls you hooked up with, anything like that? And it's like, oh, you know, yeah, there might have been, you know, there was one girl, yeah, maybe that I hooked up with, and like, yeah, but otherwise it's fun, blah, blah, blah. You kind of talk about the night. It's like they go through, it's like, okay, cool, and then you're done, okay? And the cops are done, okay? Now, maybe they ask you a couple other questions. Did you trip? Did you fall over any shit? Did you do anything? Oh, yeah, we were getting pretty wild, you know, like, yeah, I think I fell over one time. I spilled a drink, blah, blah, blah. Now it comes in. You're a prime suspect, and now you go to the cops, and you're like, hold on, I want to get a lawyer. I'm scared now. Now, later, you're in front of a jury, and the prosecution has a story. This motherfucker raped this chick. He was crossfaded. He was drunk out of his fucking mind. He said that he was tripping over shit, spilling alcohol, and you're like, fuck me. If I would have known that my fucking ass was on the line initially, if Kai would have told me, I would have got a lawyer right the fuck away. We would have been really careful about what we told the cops. I wasn't crossfaded. I hit a blunt one fucking time at like 6 p.m., okay? I wasn't drunk off my ass. I knocked a drink over because fucking Johnny or something hit me and some shit fell over. I had 2 shots of fucking tequila or whatever. That's all I had all night, right? But the problem is you can't change your story at that point. You're fucked. If you've given a huge statement to the cops and you haven't talked to a lawyer yet, and you didn't even know what the fuck what was going on, you're absolutely fucked at that point. You're in a whole world of trouble. So this is why, like, I can understand when people are like, oh, Kai shouldn't have told the friend initially. It's like, maybe not, maybe so. Like, if this guy is going to be accused of rape, and if he's about to start making statements that are going to be used to incriminate him, though, does he have a right to know that he's being accused of that? Or should he just go and blabber whatever the fuck to anybody? That's what I'm saying. That's a really, really, really hard, complicated situation to be in. Somebody in chat said Destiny is running hard D for Kai. I don't give a fuck about Kai or any of the motherfuckers in this community. I'm not running D for anybody. You sellout fucking loser, okay? Jesus. Imagine defending Kai here just because you want Mizkif to take more heat than Kai did. Bro, I'm done with the Mizkif shit. You Mizkids are fucking delusional that you think I'm gonna fucking partisan defend somebody because I'm trying to win favor with, I'm not winning any favor with the fucking WL community, okay? When these guys make thumbnails of me, I have a fucking hood on, okay? I don't give a fuck about anybody in this fucking community. And I don't care about Mizkif either. I'm cool with Mizkif. We're done. We don't hate each other. We're fine, okay? If you guys wanna, you know, carry this shit to the end of time and you wanna feel like there's some huge fucking beef or whatever, you know, go for it. But Jesus.
In the screenshot, she asked for her name.
Why not acknowledge Kai lying about knowing the person? So the only text message that's iffy, and I wish there would have been at least one more message shown, unless somebody can point to me something different. Wasn't the only message was him saying him with the 3 M's? Wasn't that the only one? And I could see that message being read 2 ways, where one is like him, I don't know that guy, or him, that's my friend, he would never do that, right? But I don't have enough context. I think you need like 1 or 2 messages. Wait, was there another message? It's in the video. Wait, was there another message where he says he doesn't know him at all? There's a video with more text lower down.
All right. Peaches?
Yeah, my name is Peaches.
Peaches. Peaches, where'd you grow up? Where are you from originally?
California. I'm a resident of California.
What part? Northern or southern?
Northern.
Northern, okay.
I grew up in LA.
That's southern.
Oh.
Okay. So tell me about your childhood. You had both your parents when you were young?
Yes.
How was your childhood?
I actually had a white childhood, to be honest. I was privileged.
Good childhood?
Mm-hmm.
No trauma, no abuse, nothing like that? Pretty good then. Mm-hmm. Both mom and dad were in the picture?
Mm-hmm. No, my mom, she died, but...
Your mom died when?
2007? January 26, 2007.
How old were you?
I was in elementary school. I had no capacity, but I didn't know anything. I don't even know if that was my mom.
Now, you told me something on the street about your grandmother was your pimp or something like that.
Yeah.
So when did you start working as a sex worker?
11 years old.
11. How did that happen?
Some tragic stuff.
Like what happened?
Some personal stuff. I don't know.
That's what we talk about here.
Okay, so I'm not. Where is this video going to again? You
The
didn't.
entire planet, basically.
Oh hell no! So you got me up here looking like a fucking fool, and I already told you I just look. Look at this. I'm not. Oh no! Everybody gonna see. Wait, they gonna see me wearing this? Oh. In the head.
You don't want to do it?
This is you go get this called a DP. I mean a discipline, honey. They gonna think I'm talking to the police. In the streets of Frisco, honey. What is hard for a training? For me, I get it easy because I'm young.
What's the hardest part?
Period. Point. I'm gonna give you 5 minutes of some real shit, and then I'm gonna get my money in bounce.
Okay.
Period.
Let's hear it.
My name is Peaches. I'm an OG prostitute. I've been in the game since 11 years old. My mother died at 2 months old. My grandmother raised me. Boom, Denise. But you know what? Got addicted to black tar heroin at 14 years old. From 14 years old all the way up, I stopped school. My aunt came, anonymous name. She changed my life. Tried to. One, it was there for me throughout every step of the way, but I just was stuck in the life of the game because I never really experienced real love. So I was just always hustle. But then you know that. But I'm 18 years old. My birthday is 09/02/2002, December 2nd. Yes, honey. I was born and raised in Stockton, California. My residency is unknown because I'm homeless right now. And I'm 18. I try to get services, but nobody wants to help me. I'm a prostitute. I work on Skip the Games. And that's how I make my money. And right now, I'm just in a really bad mood right now.
Yes, you are.
Because I'm trying to, because I don't fuck with the police. I don't do it because you either in the game, tiptoes down in the game, or you fly, you die. Or it's when you sign up, when you live this life, it comes with regulations. This shit ain't easy. No human being on this earth feel comfortable selling their body every single day. Honey, I just got out the hospital, honey. I have a stomach bug. One of my tricks gave to me. And I had to have sex with him without protection because, what? It was either that or me fall asleep in the rain. But yeah, right now, yes, this is me. And you can find me on Skip the Games. I go by Peaches. But you can gladly. My phone number, 209-306-4345. Please do not call if it's anybody in the lane.
Hold on. You use drugs at all?
Yes, I do. Kristen.
Have a seat.
What?
Have a seat.
Can I hit my pizza?
I'll pay you a little extra.
Oh, so a little extra like what? You know, come on.
Crystal meth. Tell me about crystal meth use.
First time did it, paranoid, hallucinate, was found unresponsive. You can look me up on the internet. Title. That's my real name. Yes, honey, and I was found in the day. Thank God I was tweaking. Remember my aunt's number. Call.
You been arrested before?
Yes, I have.
You been in love before?
Right now, I don't really know what love is, honey, because anybody could, honey, I can make you fall in love right now. Drop down to these knees and what? Please you like what? Because any man on this earth would never pass that, no, you know what? But I'm going to leave that to the side because me, as a person, who I am, working girls, they risk their life every night out here.
Have you had bad stuff happen to you?
Multiple times.
What kind of stuff?
Right? When you come out here, you experience rape, abandonment, rob, kill, anything. Anything's possible on the street. When the night, you know that song, when the night falls, loneliness calls. That's, honey, how I live this street, I don't walk the streets of fear. I walk the streets of faith to God, honey. When it's time for me to go, it's time for me to go. Period. But until then, every night I go out, every day I wake up, okay. Peaches, girl, you better give it a good one because today might be the last day you breathe again. Tomorrow's not promised. Honey, I died 2 times and came back. I'm here for a purpose. Anybody on the street, I take off my shoes for anybody. I walk booty butt naked and give out who really need it at the end of the day. Because I know deep down, God is looking out for me and he'll look out for me when I don't have to answer to him. Because I'm helping his people now. I'm here for his people. I ain't here for him. You see how I live right now? Look, young bit. But if somebody walked up right now, I'm dope sick. I would give them some. Period. Because I have a good heart.
Did you sleep at all last night?
No. Honey.
When's the last time you slept?
Well, 2 days. Well, 3 days. But that's not my, that's my, like, little short one. Longest I've been at, my last one was what? A week and a half. Because the crystal. Crystal keeps you up. Yeah. But I've been laced with fentanyl multiple times. Fentanyl is a drug that is like heroin. It's just a downer of crystal.
So you were trying fentanyl, or your
no,
mouth
I got
was
laced with it.
Laced with it.
Because when you melt crystal, it turns yellow. But when you melt that fentanyl, it turns straight black.
You can kill yourself that way.
Yes, I do.
You gotta be careful with that.
I know. So,
what's more important to you, love or money?
Neither. Breathing is more important to me. Whatever the case may be. I get how I live, baby. So is that it? Because my time is up. And because I gotta go.
What's the most important lesson you've learned?
Never, ever forget your self-worth. And never, my advice to people, you live every day like it's your last. Don't ever underestimate yourself. Don't ever say you can't. And if you know you can't, you better make yourself, cause on the night, y'all say, I've been on this, like this all night long. Freezing cold. Jitter. I'll be like, ooh, it's hot. Ooh, it's hot outside when it's below. Train your thought. If you sad, if you crying, anything.
You get depressed sometimes?
Oh, honey, I was a self-harmer. I used to self-harm in not a psych hospital.
Cut yourself?
But that's not. Let's go. Thank you guys for watching this video. You can find me on Instagram, Callie_.peach, and on Facebook, Kim Love. Thank you.
Thank you, Peaches.
Yeah, let's go. That's some top shit. Come on.
You gonna put your first down or you want to leave it?
No, I'm waiting for you to click it, restart it.
I just did.
Oh.
Roll. So Peaches, tell me about your childhood. You had some time to calm down since this morning.
Sorry.
You were wound up this morning.
Yeah, a lot. My childhood, and some people look at my childhood as like terrifying, and I hear from everybody who hears my story, oh, I would never look at you as a person that been through that, or I would have never known, or adults be like, oh, I couldn't imagine my child going through that. They look at me such as a strong person, always got it together, everything, but really deep inside, I harbored a lot of guilt and responsibility for what I've been through.
So tell me the basic story. So at 12 years old?
No, I'm gonna get there.
Okay.
So a little bit on me is, I was born to the proud parents of Angela and Jason. From what I was told, my mother died when I was 2 months old. I was born and raised in Stockton, California. There I lived with my grandmother, who raised me to the best of her ability. But it was a lot of complications. I had to grow up a lot faster than a lot of other people and a lot of other kids. My abuse, everybody says the whole trans thing, me becoming who I am. If you're gay, you're gay. If you know who you are, you're not. I hate when people hate is a strong word. I dislike when people say, "Oh, where the faggot, this and all that." You're not. I hate the question. Were you? How did you know? How did you find out? Honey, your life is always written out. There is no.
You were born this way.
Yes, it doesn't just come along like. It was
were
meant to be.
molested at 6 years old and that changed everything.
No, honey, but I was molested on my 11th birthday by my older cousin. Later that night, this happened around morning time, actually, and my grandmother left. At this time, I was living in Stockton on Clay Street, my childhood home. Yeah, it wasn't a home, like it was a crack house, but anyways. Yeah, I got raped. It was kind of the most terrifying thing that happened to me in my life, but also the most
formative?
No, that's not the word. The most, like the best thing, basically.
Oh, really?
I look at, cause that just I re-look at it every night. It's not a day that goes by I don't think about it, cause at the end of the day, that's what revolved around everything. That night, ooh, honey, that's the reason. I feel like that's the reason. Me, my deep inside, I feel like if that night would never happen, I wouldn't be here right now. Honey, I'm 18 years old. I just turned 18. My birthday's 09/02/2002, baby. I have no reason to lie. Everybody, I tell my age, oh, girl, you're not 18, you're not 18, you're not 18. Stop lying. I have no reason to lie. I just act and portray myself as an adult because that's what all I'm known to. And yes, I am a drug user. 18, 19, 20, 21-year-old me.
Your son is 18. Right?
Yeah?
So that means he's gonna,
what was he doing?
You can talk to him once he gets bailed out.
I'm telling you.
You can tell me whatever you want.
I don't give a shit. What was he doing? What was your probable cause to roll up to somebody on private property?
This is not private
It
property.
is private property.
No, it's not, man.
The town does not own this.
We were called here.
But yeah, okay. And that means what? You wanted his ID?
No.
What?
No. I'm not going to tell you anything because it's an ongoing police investigation and your son is an adult.
Okay, cool.
So, okay?
Yeah, cool. Do the other kids' parents know?
Police station and we talk about it afterwards.
Yeah, we're not going to talk. I'm going to be writing complaints on every single fucking one of you. Especially you.
Me?
Yeah, you.
What did I do?
Because you fucking went and cut me off to get over here to tell your little pig hut buddies.
I cut you off.
Yeah, you did.
So this is where your son gets it from then.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Because I taught my son not to talk to you guys because you guys take and twist every little fucking thing to make it into a crime. If you fucking take him, you're the worst fucking cops I've ever met. Name and ID. Name and ID. It's your policy. Yep. Name it. What? Show me it then. What your little fucking blue line fucking gang? Oh, you don't like it? Yeah. You don't like it? You guys do it to everybody. Go ahead, pull it out. Pull it out. Ooh, let's play fucking flashlight war. Ooh, what? Move your fucking jacket over next to that desecrated flag, and let's see your name. Walsh. What are you? Can't see yours. Name and ID. Name and ID. Yeah. Name and ID.
All right, settle down.
No, move. Tell me your name.
My name is Officer Mahoney.
Okay, was that so hard? What's your ID?
Why are you being so difficult?
Because you guys are arresting my son on Christmas Eve.
Well, then he should have been doing what he was doing.
What was he doing?
I can't tell you.
Fixing a fucking quad?
No.
What was he doing? Fixing a quad. Oh, okay. I'm a member of the public. I'm here asking the public servants. Bye, Walsh.
Bye.
Bye. Merry Christmas. Don't crash or anything.
He's over there, man.
Can I go talk to him?
We're in the middle of this investigation.
Oh, he's an 18-year-old. Watch out so your buddy doesn't run you over. Like he tried to fucking cut me off.
He's an adult, unfortunately, man, right? So he can explain the charges and what's going on and what happened.
It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit.
How do you know it's bullshit, man? You have no idea what's going on.
Because I was on the phone listening to you guys manhandle him.
Nobody was manhandling
Really?
him.
Is my son in tears right now?
No, he's not crying as far as I know.
He literally just got here. He just left my house.
Sean, this is why you record every time. What's his name and ID?
He won't identify himself.
He's not going to adhere to your policy? Because I don't adhere to your policies. No, yeah, that's called the Fourth Amendment.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Being safe in your papers, property, and effects, which is you. You're laughing like you know what the fuck I'm talking. What's the first fucking amendment? If you can tell me all 5, I'll walk away. Well, tell me. You took an oath to it. Name all 5 parts to the First Amendment, and you got Mom walking away, and you guys could do whatever you want. Go ahead, run the plates in retaliation. It's all right. I got you doing it.
Sean, what did they say you did?
Yeah, what are you getting arrested for? Really?
Yes.
So I hope you have good PC. I really do. What was your Raz to try to get his ID? What was your Raz? Your reasonable, articulable suspicion that my son was committing a crime, about to commit a crime, or did commit a crime. What was it?
Like I said, ma'am,
no, what was it? I'm asking you. I'm a member of the public, asking my public servant. I can FOIA request this, dude. It don't really matter. You're just being difficult. You're just being difficult.
You're the difficult one.
You're damn straight. When it comes to my son, abso-fucking-lutely, I am difficult. Yeah, and he's still mine. He still came from my body, so I will fight to the death for my kid. You got me right, sir. You got me fucking right on the wrong fucking day. Keep laughing. It's so funny.
Jack.
No, he's a fucking pig.
Jack.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. I know you like it, you fucking loser. Yeah, go fuck yourself, your mom, and your fucking every family member you have, as well as yours. You're welcome. I'm sure you think about it every night when you do it to yourself.
Stop.
No, they can take it.
You don't need to talk like
Look
that.
at, he's getting mad, breaking ice.
You don't need to talk
Oh, it's affecting him. Oh, too bad we have the right to talk shit to these pigs. So, Sean, what are they arresting you for? Ask him. You have to ask him. Oh, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna fucking take his rights away? It's called free. Sean, you have to ask him.
Oh, yeah.
You literally have to tell him. You do. I do. I know my rights. I know my rights. That's who I am. All right, my son who's being arrested is asking what he's being arrested for. You have to ID yourself?
Yeah, I don't care. I can ID myself.
Sometimes looks can be really deceiving. She was around high school age when she became an assassin. She lived 6 years on the run. Every turf war would result in a massacre. When we talk about narcos, we usually think of people like Pablo Escobar or El Chapo, ruthless men surrounded by a fleet of loyal, aggressive soldiers. But what if I told you some of the most dangerous narcos in South America were actually women?
I'm talking of the women who stood by dangerous drug barons through their most volatile moments. The ones who ran whole divisions of the drug trade, and the ones who were ruthless enough to overthrow and run the cartels themselves.
If you're surprised, that's fair. After all, it's men who are using cartel Tamaulipas. 2005, more precisely, the Damaso cartel, a subdivision of the El Chino saw this, and he couldn't take her violence anymore. Imagine being too violent for a cartel member. El Chino fled and ran straight to the police. Only they could give him protection against La China and her. This is La Jefe. La Jefe means the boss. And for the Mexican cartel world, it really seems like Enadina Ariano Fili is the boss. Enadina was born on April 12, 1961 in Sinaloa, into a family of traffickers, and perhaps unsurprisingly, her relatives became her role models. Enadina's older brother worked for their uncle, notorious drug lord and Guadalajara cartel boss, Miguel Angel Fili Gallardo. Anadina got a bachelor's degree in accounting, but she didn't use this to exit the cartel life. In fact, she used it to their advantage. Anadina advised her 6 brothers and helped them with money laundering as the Tijuana cartel's financial advisor. But in 1989, the Guadalajara cartel was destroyed and most of its members were arrested or killed. So a few positions of power were up for grabs. Anita started a heated relationship with Armando Lopez, who was very close friends with El Chapo. But 2 of Anadina's older brothers assassinated Armando, as they didn't agree with their relationship. Yeah, that's what you do if you don't like your sister's boyfriend. But this only motivated Anadina to rise to the top of the cartel and show her brothers who's boss. So when El Chuy, the cartel's financial boss, died in 2000, she took over his position. Eventually, she did gain the upper hand over her brothers. One of them, Eduardo, was arrested in 2008. This is when she became the leader of the Tijuana cartel. But Anadina, or La Jefe, is very different from all the women we discussed today. She very much embodies Zainab Salvi's quote, which is pretty strange for a cartel boss.
5,
Since the
4,
1990s,
3,
Anadina has been
2,
known for her rational,
1.
methodical approaches to business and for peaceful negotiations. She never swears, and she never orders assassinations, and her focus is on bribes and the illegal substance trade. Sure, she's not exactly a saint, but her quiet, discreet approach has saved her skin and her sons all these years. She remains in the shadows, and she's not a priority for the DEA or the Mexican authorities, even though she is La Jefe and leads one of the biggest Mexican cartels to this day. Let us know what you think about these cases down in the comment section, and before you go, make sure you hit that thumbs up and subscribe for more. Till next time.
Alright guys, man, welcome back. So today is Saturday. I have work today. Saturday is usually the day that I film and do all the buyout videos. So I woke up today and I was like, I haven't done a vlog in a minute, so I'm gonna make this video a vlog, I guess you can say. So I'm at the crib right now. Today is Saturday. It's 9:15 in the morning. I'll bring you guys with me to work. I'm gonna set the camera up and we'll do some buyouts and stuff like that. But I just wanted to make this like a vlog type of video. With that being said, I just made a second personal channel for my life / vlogs and all that type of stuff. So if you guys rock with me, I need y'all to go subscribe to that channel. It's right here. Yeah, I like to vlog, and there's a lot of stuff that I film that I don't usually upload on my main channel. So I made this second channel so I can upload stuff that I want to upload on there. So go subscribe to my second channel. Yeah, it's 9:15 right now. I gotta head out of here at 10 o'clock. I'm gonna get dressed and get ready, and I'll see you guys when I'm on the way. If you guys are new here, I need y'all to go down below and press the subscribe button. We're on the road to 1 million subscribers, so join the gang, leave a like, comment, and let me know if I should upload more vlogs on the main channel. Let me know if you guys like the vlogs. If you guys don't, it's all good. Like I said, I made a second channel just for that, but let me know, and I hope you guys enjoy the video.
A few moments later.
Hey guys, I just thought about it, and a lot of you guys are new here, so y'all haven't really seen my apartment. I did an apartment tour like a year ago, but I'm gonna give you guys a quick little updated one. So this is my kitchen right here. Ain't too much going on. We got the snack bar in the corner. This is my living room. My friends right here. My little bro. Majority of my shoes are still at my parents' house, but I just have a few pairs here. Going into the bathroom. None special, none special. And then my bedroom. Yeah guys, that's it. It's not too big. My lease is over for this place next month, so I have to find a new apartment. So I know I did a vlog like a month ago where I was looking. I haven't really found a place though, so stay tuned guys. I will be finding a new apartment by next month, and I'll give you guys a new apartment tour. But yeah, I have to go get dressed, so I'll see you guys when I throw this fit on. Alright guys, y'all gonna hate me, but my Nike pants were in the laundry, so I got Nike and Adidas on today. And I got my Crocs because I like to be comfortable because I'm on my feet all day. So yeah, better head to the store. I'll see you guys when I'm at Cool Kicks. All right, y'all, we in the office. I low-key did come a little late today, I ain't gonna lie. We about to open up right now. Sean in the building, Emmy in the building, Big Bandos. Let's have a good Saturday. It's been a while since I've seen y'all today yet. Ryan in the Kutsky.
Let's get it.
All right, y'all, so these came out today. So they're going for like $350 to $400. They're the lost and found Jordan 1s. probably a lot of them are gonna be coming in. So we're gonna be buying a lot of them. So we'll see. They're going for like 350, 400. I think they're gonna end up going up in the long run. That's my call. Just one?
Yeah, I got these shits from
Check it out, check it out.
Yeah, check it out.
The homie always brings in some heat.
Always.
Oh,
Always got it.
was it a raffle or it was first come, first serve?
Raffle. It was a raffle. And I'm potentially thinking of bringing 12.
12?
The price is right.
What size is this? 5.5?
5.5.
How much you want? It's a great school.
Yeah, it is great school. Put me on the spot with the fucking cam on. Hold up.
Fuck it, we live, we vlogging. I ain't never done it like this. I'm trying something new. I'm just
Not
vlogging.
always.
Grade school.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hvordan fanden clearer den der healing debuff? Det er nærmest kun healers, der kan gøre det. mit ihren Noobs.
Ronaldo is back on the goal trail in Europe's most prestigious club competition. Towards Ronaldo! They have got 2 goals against the Mourinho team.
Not sure if Lehmann quite kept that ball in play on Villa's right. Afters from Kohlberg. Ball out to Lehmann. Lehmann bounces the ball out of Kohlberg, who felt that.
Ashley Young's as well by Di Maria. Ashley Young's just given a helpful push off the side of the pitch. Fresnel Kimpembe up from the back. He's gone all the way through and in. And it's in by Kimpembe. Manchester United totally switched off from the corner. Box to box and a real presence in the centre of the Porto team. Kai Havertz caught there by Pepe, but not a foul. Painful one all the same for Chelsea's German international. Away by Rudiger. Foul by Havertz on Pepe. There's a chance for Sterling to run, and he can tee up Jesus, and that's the start they wanted. Raheem Sterling on the run again. The referee doesn't see anything wrong, and then Van Dijk and him involved. Van Dijk's going to get the yellow card, I think. It's a foul to Manchester City, I think he's given.
Sancho lays it wide. Hakimi plays it back in. Haaland, is he going to finish it? Yes, he has! Him again! The superstar teenager!
Angel Di Maria to take it.
It's allowed to go through, and in it goes from Neymar. They switched off at the back, just for a moment there, Borussia Dortmund.
Disappointed that he decided ahead in this game. On the area goes unpunished. Want to take it short to Mata. Rooney. It goes. There's a challenge there. There's Zlatan Ibrahimovic. And was it an elbow? Zlatan getting some revenge.
È un duello anche psicologico tra i due. Mette il pallone sugli 11 metri. Julio Cesar va a prendere posizione. La battuta di Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Il pareggio del Milan. 27 gol in campionato per Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Minuto 44. Inter 1, Milan 1.
Gut verteidigt, die Bayern mit vereinten Kräften da die Liverpooler gestoppt.
Was that last win?
It was a huge win. I mean,
I think that game definitely decided the title. What night is it, Kelly?
The Manchester Derby, Wednesday, 7 o'clock on Sky Sports Premier League. Don't you dare turn your back.
VAR, Massimo Errati. Oh, he saved it! Haaland on the rebound! It's a double save, and then the block from Fernando. Maybe he will do this time. Does he go same side? Yes, he does, and he beats the dive of Yassine Bono this time. And this prodigious 20-year-old talent has his 20th Champions League goal.
Бачуаи сам отдал передачу такую на Ибрагимовича. Что это? Что это? Это пенальти. Еще Стив Манданда. И это 1-1. Гол, 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 гол. Златан Ибрагимович. 109-й. 109-й мяч.
Beautiful ball to Ronaldo. Chance, Manchester United. Goal! Manchester United. Cristiano Ronaldo squares it up again. And Giggs. It's Ronaldo. It must be. It is. Manchester United lead 3-2. Oh my goodness.
The winner is Cristiano Ronaldo.
Mira. ¡Epa! Este es el David contra Goliat. Le salió chiquito pero picoso. A mí no me hasga asustando, le dice Lainez a Miasga. Estás enano y viene el machín y yo le dice.
Vamos a ver ahora. Lainez, fondo de corredor, amague, doble. Lainez, qué jugada atrás al Líbar y en el fondo Stephen. Qué clase de jugada estaba haciendo Lainez.
Entrusted to Mario Balotelli, and he doesn't fail them. Total goal, 1-1.
Ronaldo looking to add to his tally of European Championship goals, and he obliges yet again. Here's Ronaldo! He's got a goal from nothing! Cristiano Ronaldo yet again, looking for the hat-trick, and he's got it! Magnificent from Cristiano Ronaldo!
Tussling with Gagliolo.
Ibrahimovic has been sent off.
Ibrahimovic has been sent off by referee Maresca.
Was he over the line there? I'm not so sure that he wasn't, Stefan. What do you think?
Yeah, me too. Oh, it's outside, yeah.
And that's a red card.
I think it's also time to enjoy the player reviews. Holy, I'm scared. I'm gonna get flamed for this. Here we go. I don't know. I don't have anything to say about myself. You already know my story about the race. It was fucking miserable. I did not enjoy it. The effort I had to put in was insane. I was looking at split run sheets all the time. I had like 2 days of fun where I was actually playing a game. And other than that, I was looking at spreadsheets and calculating and statistics and yeah, doing stupid stuff. I hope that changes. All right, I'm gonna start with Roger Brown. All right, so like I'm gonna rate certain players just gameplay wise, and then when it comes to obviously like officers and stuff, like I'll also talk about their officer work, right? So from Roger Brown as a player, you know, he did everything pretty good. You know, there's nothing to complain about because he's a good player, right? He's a big brain, can chip in with tactics as well when needed. But when it comes to like personal gameplay, you can barely find any mistakes. You know, except for the occasional disengage here and there off the platform, but you know, it happens to the best of us. In general, really good gameplay. Yeah. The thing with Roger though, what he could do a lot more is if he just like stopped caring about his own personal gameplay. Like I'm the perfect example of that, right? Like I literally stopped playing to win. Roger is not like that. He will focus on his own gameplay quite a lot. He will do that good, but that's not what we need, you know? It's like doing really good DPS, but you could just hold CDs instead and do something else and it would be better. So I think Roger could have a lot more impact if he was, I don't know, saying, bench me on this boss. I want to look at tactics instead. Or if there's something I don't like, I want to look at this. Instead, he will go and do M+ if he's benched, you know? Stuff like that. Could basically cosplay analysts like me, because I think like getting a few eye level here and there is just not as important when it comes to Roger. For somebody else, I don't know, like Revis, I don't expect him to do tactics. He can just focus on himself fully, but with Roger, he could just do so much more if he focused on that. That would be my only criticism. On his personal gameplay, I have nothing to say. It was, you know, there's nothing for me to criticize, at least. It was as good as it can be. Of course, everybody can play better, but there's no point nitpicking on like.
People we spoke to, they were happy that something is being done, but this is something that they've been asking for since day one. So for them, this is about 1,000 days too late. Now, Nairman, looking at after the day, families are pushing feds to the feds. Sorry, Nairman, I'm not feeling very well right now, and I'm about to. Okay, we'll come back to you right now, and we'll make sure that you are doing okay. Thank you. We will make sure that. Okay. So.
oh, he could have used 1 health stone here. Like, who the f gives a shit, you know? It's fine. The overall gameplay is very good. But yeah. Just wait, he was our the boss mod wizard. He was also the selfless alchemist. After doing Big Wigs for a couple of days, we noticed that, well, we need a person to craft good potions, and we wanted that person to be available at any time we need, because we need to like summon them into the raid, pop the cauldron, and then get the good potions. We didn't have that up until very late, actually. Liquid did have some sort of potion guy. They like use good potions for Kurog, at least that's what I was told. I don't know. That they use good potions for Kurog and stuff. We didn't have that. So Just Wait took it up on himself. Midway through progress, he just said, fuck it, I'll do it. And he just learned about alchemy, grinded like, I don't know, 10 hours a day, just doing alchemy between his general boss mod fixing and analysis that all the timers are good. And then later on got summoned into the raid to distribute the good stuff to the raid, hook everyone up, and you know, helped us obviously a lot with all the DPS checks and everything. So that was very nice from him to go above and you know, out of his way, because it wasn't his task or anything. Like, and nobody was assigned to do alchemy in our guild, you know, because we didn't know it was going to be a required thing. We could have known if you were smarter, I guess, but yeah. We also had a lot more Primal Chaos than expected because we spent too much time doing M+, or more time than we expected. Oh yeah, dude, holy at the top there's all the officers, all the sick players, you know, it's a bit rough. Maris, I mean, like we spoke before, he's an absolute machine. Like, he knows everything about everything, and it's very, very helpful to help him in the team. The sickest probably part of him is also that we can do, and you know, me admitting is, I mean, it's kind of obvious, I guess, but it's also a competitive advantage that maybe shouldn't be awarded out loudly that much. But the duo of me, whenever I want, being able to go, tack, I'm out, I'm gonna go do analyst, and come back in the harder phases is super, super useful. And it's like having Maris in the team is for me like having like a 2-set tier bonus, you know, like me and him, because I can just leave whenever I want and do something else. You know, I could raid lead what Maris is raid leading as well, because obviously I'm outside the raid, I'm chilling, you know. Maybe I right now couldn't if I entered the raid, but outside it's super easy for me to do what he's doing, obviously. But if I do that, then I can't do anything else. So him being able to do that while playing is a massive bonus to the team. Will be quite hard to replace. It's kind of nice because it's like I can use that excuse to let him practice. I would love to be there on farm, guys. I would love to raid lead farm raids, but I think Maris needs to practice for progress, and that is why I let him raid lead the farm raids. That's the kind of person I am. Yeah, I'll go above and beyond for the guild. I'll even sacrifice my raid leader spot on farm. It's yeah, that's another bonus point for myself. And you know, no worries, Maris, I got you, bro. Enjoy. So yeah, that's pretty big. But aside from that, he's puts a lot of effort. I mean, you can see it, right? MDI. He would even play Final Fantasy if it wasn't overlapping with MDI. But yeah, sadly, it once again does. But yeah, if you ask me like who's the MVP, if I'm not counting myself when it comes to like everything, I would definitely say Maris. It's a no-brainer. Okay, maybe excluding all the business stuff that Roger also does. Obviously, when you include that, it's you know, it goes a bit crazy. Ryson, the poor man. Dude, I need to just pull this up. Echo Russellgate. I was so sad when I saw this. I didn't see it live because I wasn't looking at it, but I want to just show you his kill reaction. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm also a guy that doesn't react like massively. Okay, maybe with the occasional dex smash, but on this one, even I wasn't like going too crazy. But holy, bro, Ryzen was dead. Yeah, he didn't give a shit. this is him. I mean, Maris is also chilling a bit hard, but he's just drinking water. Look at Roger, meanwhile, right? Ryzen was not too happy with being outside. I wouldn't say like he was like having a miserable time, but I think he misses a lot playing the game. And going forward, it's basically guaranteed that he will be playing again. And I don't think it will be a big loss because he's just a really sick healer as well in game. As long as we have somebody to call on the outside. I mean, honestly, worst case, even I could just call the healing cooldowns. As long as he assigns the healing cooldowns at least, I couldn't do all. I couldn't do the raid leading, the cosplay analyst, and the healing cooldowns. That would be too much. But as long as he helps out, it's going to be fine. And then he won't be sad like this. He'll be jumping. Oh, actually, I want to see actually how he reacted to Jailer. Because there he was playing, right? Let's see. Let's see it. I actually don't know. Okay, this is me. Holy shit. That has a throw. I mean, he's kind of chilling there as well. But I think he's happier. You can see that. Oh, I think he's smiling, dude. Yes, that's a smile. I can see it from here.
Tava plantando. Tá flipando. Boa, monstro sagrado.
Tá lá no fundo, doente. Aí vai vir no shield, calma. Ele já fez barulho pra caralho ali.
That is pristine.
The New Balance 550s are a pretty strange shoe. There's a lot of weird aspects to the shoe, and I'm really curious to cut them in half, and that's exactly what we're gonna do, because people are worried that New Balance is sold out, and they're worried that this shoe is just an attempt to have a general release that's really cheap quality to capitalize on some hype, and they're afraid that New Balance has gone the way of Nike. So we're gonna cut it in half and see, and I'll show you guys why this shoe is so strange. If you want to browse the internet freely and safely, you need to be using NordVPN. I like using NordVPN because you can switch what country you're in quotations. So it gives you access to different TV, movies, series, and even video games that aren't available in your country. And NordVPN will encrypt your data so streaming services can't slow you down while you're binge watching your favorite terrible reality TV shows like I do. And one really nice thing is NordVPN also comes with high-level malware and threat protection built in. Threat protection blocks all those intrusive ads and will automatically scan all your download files to make sure they're safe and block any malicious URLs. So you don't even have to worry about accidentally clicking into some dangerous website territory. And it also blocks trackers. So not only are your devices protected, but you're protected in the real world, so people can't find where you're at based on technical stuff that I don't understand. And for you really techie people, it has an automatic kill switch, so if the VPN access accidentally drops, your device is immediately stopped from accessing the web, and you can also use a double VPN to double up the protection and double encrypt your encryption. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, be sure to check them out via the link in my description and use the code ROSEANVIL to get your exclusive NordVPN deal. It's risk-free and has a 30-day money-back guarantee, so if you love it, you keep it. Protect yourself online. If you hate it, it's no risk and it supports the channel. So thanks again to NordVPN for sponsoring this video. And a quick history of this shoe. So this shoe was designed by the world famous Steve Smith, and originally it was a basketball shoe that was released in 1989, but it was overshadowed by a lot of the more visual tech like the Air units and the Jordans and the Reeboks, the pumps, all the other kind of gimmicky style tech that was popular at that time. This was just a very basic shoe, so it just kind of fell out of favor eventually. And then 30 years later, Teddy Santis of ALD single-handedly resurrected the 550s from the grips of death and brought it back into cultural significance with the collaborative release of their versions of the sneaker. And the interesting thing is New Balance didn't have the patterns for the shoe. They didn't have the plans for it. They somehow lost it. So they actually had to buy a pair from Japan and grab a bunch of the old sketches to recreate this shoe to as close as the original as possible, which is crazy to me. I don't know how you lose plans for a sneaker that you built. So why do people like these shoes so much? Well, they fit a niche for people who don't like Nike, who don't like the style of like the Dunks or the Air Force Ones, the Air Jordan ones. They want something a little bit different, a little more understated. For me, I think it's an interesting combination of a very retro sneaker combined with the dad shoe kind of style. And I think that's a big part of why they're so popular. And I particularly like them because they kind of remind me of like a golden era anime dad shoe. But looks aren't everything. Leather quality, at least for me, matters about as much as looks. And while these might be a really popular shoe and they look really cool, none of that tells us the quality of the shoes, and none of that tells us if this is a New Balance cash grab to capitalize on the popularity of it. But as for what we can tell about this leather, if you look at the cross section, it's pretty clearly a chrome tanned leather, and it is real leather because you can tell that by the bluing in the cross section. And it does look like it has a really heavy coating of polyurethane or plastic on top of it. So let's see how it reacts to flame. And if you didn't see the Mischief video I posted a couple days ago, that was a really good representation of what we're looking for with a heavy plastic coating and just pigment on top. The Air Force Ones had a super heavy coating on top, and it was ridiculous what it looked like when it burned it. So let's do the same flame test to this shoe, and you can see how it is just a very distinct layer that you can even just scrape off that's separate from the leather. And that's why people don't like this leather, is because it's what you're looking at isn't even the leather, it's just a plastic coating. But that doesn't always mean it's a low quality leather. What's really going to tell us is where that lies in the cross section. So if we do a little cut and bend test, and as we get that scraped away, you can see that there is a little bit of a grain pattern on there. I made a little mistake. We all make mistakes, it's part of being human. Turns out there's not actually a grain pattern on here. It's just a really cheap suede with the plastic coating on top. I thought I saw the grain, but then when we did the macro shots, there's no grain in there, so it's even worse than I originally thought. Terrible leather. See ya. I'll be back. So at least it isn't just a cheap suede with a heavy coating on top of it, but this leather looks really, really thin, and it is really, really thin leather. It's only 1 millimeter thick. And most of the Nike leathers we see out there are about 1.5, and like boot leathers 2 to 3 millimeters. So it is a really, really thin leather. So honestly, not the best leather. I would say it's on par with Nike, if not worse, because of how thin it is. Now that we know there's no grain pattern, it's definitely worse than Nike's leather. Breathability was one of the aspects that they sold this shoe on in 1989, because it had these perforated leather on the side here that was supposed to let these shoes breathe a little bit more. So to test that, we hooked it up to the breathability tester, or fog machine, or Kyle's vape, to see how much air would actually come out through those holes, because I can't even tell if it's actually all the way to the inside. And as you can see, it just mostly comes out through the tongue. There's not a whole lot escaping through that perforated leather. And then as for the construction of this shoe and how this is built and all the components, and this is the really interesting thing and the thing that intrigued me the most about doing this video. And so the first thing to look at is this cup sole. So it is a cup sole, and it is sidewall stitched all the way through. You can see the stitching on the inside. But on the inside of the shoe, or like I guess that's the inside, where do you even call that? Where your 2 feet come together? I guess it's the inside of the shoe. Well, the inside of the shoe, it's more of a 3/4 cup sole, because it stops right there, and you can see the exposed foam midsole. What is the function of that? Not really anything. You know, it's more just for the look. And as for the durometer and how dense and or squishy this outsole is, if we put the durometer tester on there, comes into like a 77. So right on par with what you see with most sneakers from Nike and New Balance. And then if we move to the inside of the shoe, if we pull this insole out, it's just an Ortholite insole, nothing bad, nothing good. And it does have these like little wings that kind of come up, this arch support. Does it do anything? Probably not, but whatever. But the cool thing is, if you look inside of here, that's fiberboard. And fiberboard is usually something you only see in actual real retro shoes, or you see it a lot in boots. Almost all the boots from $300 and under have a fiberboard lasting board. So that tells me that this shoe was board lasted instead of Strobel stitched, because there's no Strobel stitch in there. And so basically the way they build the shoe, I'm assuming, we'll see when we get it cut in half, is they wrap the upper all the way underneath of that lasting board, the fiber board, and then either glue it or sew it, and then the cup sole is attached to the bottom with the foam in between, and then the sidewall stitching is sewn on. So it's a really hardy and strong construction compared to the Strobel stitching construction, because on Strobel stitching, that upper stops right where it meets that lasting board or that lasting material. So it's a lot more similar to a boot style of construction. And there are pros and cons associated with it. The pros are it's super stable underfoot. You got equal pressure across the entire midsole because of how firm that fiberboard is, and it doesn't roll and it doesn't twist. It gives you a lot of lateral strength. Theoretically, you could resole this shoe because of how strong this construction is. This fiberboard is going to slowly compress to the shape of your foot and give you that custom footprint that people really like and get the extra comfort from work boots. But as for the cons, it is harder underfoot because you're directly standing on that really hard fiberboard. It's not nearly as flexible. This shoe is actually pretty stiff. And you're gonna have some break-in period to get that footprint in there and to get that fiberboard loosened up. And because of this construction, it's a little bit heavier of a shoe, especially with this chunky outsole. And fiberboard can break down over time. We've seen it in boots over and over again. So even before we cut this in half, right now, this shoe is a lot more similar to the boots that we've cut apart, and it's gonna act a lot more similar to a boot. But we don't really know for sure if all that's true because we haven't cut it in half. We don't know how thick it is. We don't know what the midsole actually is. So let's cut them in half.
Nah.
All right, we got it chopped in half. Let's see how much like a boot this shoe actually is. So let's see what's inside. Well, this tongue is not sewn on very well, which is kind of surprising. It's only a tiny little stitch holding this entire tongue in there. But look how thick this outsole is. That's got to be the thickest sneaker outsole we've ever seen. And you can also see how thick this fiberboard is. You know, that fiberboard is just as thick as basically any boot that has fiberboard in it that we've seen. And you can also see how thick that foam midsole is. It's going to give you some of that squish and allow that fiberboard to compress to give you that custom footprint. And you can also see how similar to a boot this shoe actually is. Like, I'll put some B-roll over top of comparing this to like Blundstones and some of these other boots in this $250 price range that are built almost identically to this. And you can see that the upper is fully tucked underneath of the shoe, and that would allow the shoe to be resold, which is kind of crazy for a $110 hype sneaker. It's a really strange shoe, especially after we've cut apart so many Jordans and so many Yeezys. They're all built semi the same. This one is distinctly different. So is this shoe worth $110? Well, going into this, I didn't think it was, I thought it was gonna be kind of a negative review, to be honest, because of how bad the leather looks from the outside. But now, seeing the inside and how it's built and pulling this insole out, I think it's a pretty killer shoe for $110. Take out about 10% of the enthusiasm because I got that little bit about the leather having a grain pattern in it wrong. Bye-bye. So then to the final question of this video, is New Balance selling out by selling this shoe? Is it a quick cash grab based on the popularity of these coming back? I don't think so. I think this is definitely the worst leather we've ever seen in a New Balance, and I understand how people from the outside could see that and assume it's a terrible cash grab on New Balance's part. And if you don't care about this particular style of construction and you just want a better leather upper, I get where you're coming from. But I love these shoes. I think they're really cool. I like the construction. I like the way they look. I like everything about them, but the leather. But just imagine if New Balance actually made this a really high quality sneaker, made a leather insole, made a lot higher quality leather upper, and just made this because they could do it. They make higher quality sneakers. So I don't know why they don't just make this a good sneaker. But let me know what you guys think. This one really surprised me, and I had a lot of fun making this video. So thank you guys so much for all your support. I'm so sweaty, and this has been a long filming week because we're putting out a lot of content. So I appreciate all your guys' support and helping us be able to afford to chop up these shoes to really show you what you're really spending your hard-earned money on. It means a lot to me and everyone at the Rose Anvil crew. So thank you guys. See ya. Ones are some of the most iconic sneakers in the entire world, and people completely obsess over not creasing their Air Force Ones. The problem is Air Force One leather is terrible and it creases within the first wear, and so Nike came up with a little solution to that problem, and they call it the Air Force One Fresh. Gotta be fresh. Allegedly, this version has softer leather, it's easier to clean, and it's more breathable. So we bought a pair of each to cut them in half, run a bunch of tests, to see if it's just more of Nike's fancy marketing and jargon to sell more Air Force Ones, or is there actually some information that we can get from testing these to prove that the Air Force One Freshes are actually more crease resistant, breathable, and all the other things that Nike's claiming about. So for a really quick and brief history of the Air Force Ones and how we kind of got to this point where people are trying not to crease their sneakers, it all started in 1982 when the Air Force One was released at a ridiculously high price at the time of $89.99. And unfortunately, it just didn't take off very well. It was the first shoe that ever featured Nike Air. It had all this hype behind it. They thought it was going to sell, and it just didn't. And then in 1984, Nike wanted to discontinue the shoe, but in 1985, Nike distributed 3 colorways of the Air Force Ones to a trio of shoe retailers in Baltimore, and within days, all 3,000 pairs of the newly re-released shoes were completely out of stock. And this quick sell in these 3 shops helped create the Color of the Month program, where they released different colors of the Air Force Ones each month. And that continued from 1986 all the way up to 1991, where they were releasing a new colorway almost every single month. Air Force Ones. And then somewhere in the mid-90s is when they released the triple white, the all-white Air Force Ones that most people know Air Force Ones for. And then for the next 5 or 6 years, they really ramped up production and started doing premium versions, special editions, and really started bringing the hype to the Air Force Ones. And then by the early 2000s, they became a staple in the hip-hop and music industry with the names of Jay-Z, Nelly, G, all basically shoehorning an Air Force One reference into every one of their albums, I feel like. Like, for instance, I played that song that's like Stomping Your Air Force Ones. For some reason, when I was a kid, I thought it meant the plain Air Force Ones. Now I know that I was completely wrong. And in this era is really where that sentiment around wearing a fresh pair of Air Force Ones and not having them creased was started to become a status symbol, because an uncreased pair of Air Force Ones showed that they were basically brand new and that you had enough money and status to be able to wear brand new shoes whenever you wanted. And that perpetuated all the way through the sneaker industry up until today, where people still are obsessed with not creasing their sneakers when they are inherently a creasing product. So now you kind of understand why the creasing matters and how it came to be. So now let's start dissecting these things and really see if Nike is just leaning into the fact that people don't want their sneakers to crease, or if they actually engineered a type of leather in a construction that prevents creasing more than the originals. So what is the actual claim that Nike makes? Well, on their website it says, "You can't stop aging, but the Air Force One Fresh gets pretty close. Soft textured leather helps conceal creasing and is easy to clean. The debossed branding, which replaces the woven label, pairs with extra laces so you can eat that Billy donut in peace, and the perforated sock liner keeps it airy and breathable. Now there's really no reason not to rock a white on white." So now let's first identify what's actually different between these two shoes. So first, the biggest difference you might notice is the lining. So the Freshes have a fake leather lining, and we could tell that because we burnt it and it just completely melted and disintegrated. And the originals have a fabric lining. And so the idea behind this was the fabric will grab stains and make and kind of yellow over time, versus synthetic leather will not. It also has a fully synthetic leather tongue for the same reason, and we burned it the same way to make sure it's synthetic. And then oddly, they changed a few panels from real leather to fake leather. So we tested the swoosh is fake. We tested the lace keeper up here, this little panel, that's fake as well. The heel tab that has the debossed logo is also fake. And all those same pieces are leather on the regular Air Force Ones. So for $30 more, they added more fake leather and took away more real leather. Kind of odd, right? One I almost forgot about is that insole is also fake leather topped, whereas the regulars are fabric topped. But how good is the actual leather? So let's grade this leather first. So we burnt the leather, and it's just like the old Air Force Ones, where you got that really heavy coating of plastic on top that basically just melts away. It has that same fake print embossed into it, and we cut a cross section, put the macro lens on it, and it still has that really heavy coating on top. The Fresh pair might not have quite as much as the originals, but it still is a really heavy coating of plastic. And plastic is a huge part of why these shoes crease so easily, because the natural leather still creases and wrinkles, but this fake plastic coating on top, it almost separates and bends at a different rate than the leather underneath, and so that's why you get these little bubbles and these folds and these wrinkles that you don't usually see in a full leather shoe. So right off the bat, it's already set up for failure because of how heavy that plastic coating is on top. And so if I were to grade both of these leathers, I'd put them both in that C category because of how heavy the coating is, the fake print, and how little grain there is in the cross section. But the grade of leather isn't everything, and that doesn't tell you the whole story of if a leather is going to crease or not, because a lot of that has to do with the temper of the leather. Because leather comes in a bunch of different tempers, all from super hard, firm leather all the way down to glovey leather that's just malleable and really soft. It's like folding a piece of paper versus folding a piece of fabric. The paper is going to take a crease, versus fabric is just going to fold and roll and flatten back out. Same thing with glovey leather that's like fabric, and firm leather that's like paper. So the idea behind this would be a softer leather isn't going to fold as much, it's not going to roll, and it's not going to wrinkle as much. So we cut a couple swatches out of that, and just to see how firm they are, we pulled it straight out. And the Fresh leather is just a little bit softer. but it's such a little difference that it could easily be what part of the hide it came from, what part of the shoe it came from, and so it's not enough of a difference that I'd really say it will make a huge difference. But the only way to really tell is just to crease these things to death. So what we wanted to do is just put these shoes on and do the complete opposite of what people usually do these shoes, and we just purposely crease them over and over, and we started with 10 creases, and as you can see, maybe a little bit of creasing going on, moved up to 25 creases, and it does look like the regular Air Force Ones are creasing more than the Freshes. So like, okay, maybe we got something here. Then we get to 50 creases, and you can start to see there is a little bit of a difference here, and they're starting to crease and roll in different ways. Then at 50 creases, Brody's caps were tired, so we took them by hand and just creased them 100 times more. And as you can see, they're pretty similar, but they folded and rolled in different ways. Like, if you look at the Fresh pair, you've got lots of little rolls that are almost look like the top coat is separating from the leather. But if you look at the regular Air Force Ones, you could say they creased more, but the creases are a lot bigger, and to me it almost looks better to have these big rolls and folds rather than these tiny little creases and the leather separating, because this just looks like you've worn your shoe. This looks like it's made out of terrible leather. So technically the Fresh pair creased less and they look more new, but I still would rather just have a natural creasing leather in the regular Air Force Ones. But I could see how someone would want this over that. So not the concrete proof that we were hoping for, and to be honest, this creased a lot more than I expected it to, especially for a sneaker that Nike advertised as creasing less. That's not even a full day's worth of wear, and both of them are still severely creased. But what about the stain resistance and being able to keep these shoes clean? Well, the best way to test that is just drizzling that ketchup and mustard all over these things. So we went outside, drizzled it all over, rubbed it in to see how much the leather actually absorbed those stains. And the leather itself, there's not any difference between the two. The mustard still stained it, the ketchup wiped off just fine, but the real difference is in the different types of lining. Because as you can see, that fabric lining is just a disaster versus the fake leather lining cleaned up a lot nicer. So at least that is better than the original Air Force Ones, but also how many times are you spilling that much stuff on the inside of your shoe? There's not a whole lot of difference. It's only that little bit of a rim that you're gonna get a little benefit from. But that's not the final claim. They also claim it's more breathable, which I have my doubts about because synthetic leather is almost impregnable. It's less breathable than real leather, and it's significantly less breathable than fabric, especially this like jersey fabric on the inside. And the problem is it's not only lined on the inside, but the insole also has that fake leather. And so you're trapping those vapors and that sweat and that moisture around your ankle and underneath your foot in the Freshes. When the originals, it would absorb into there, and maybe it would stain it to give it a little bit of yellowing, but it would absorb it and allow it to breathe more. But to put it to the test, we wanted to put it on the breathability tester. And as you can see, there's not a whole lot of difference because these shoes just are not generally very breathable. I get what they were going for, but their three big points kind of contradict each other. You get the stain resistance, but the fake leather makes them less breathable. You get the softer leather that allegedly makes it crease less, but it creases in a worse way. So not looking great for these, but that's not the whole story. Maybe they've done something on the inside, maybe there's something we're missing here with the lining. So let's cut these things in half and see if there's any difference at all between the Freshes and the regulars. But first, let's see if there's actually an air unit in this and test the PSI. So before we cut it, we stuck our pressure gauge in there. And this is one of the best readings we've ever had. It didn't really drop too much, and it was a good solid reading. So the Freshes at least have a solid air unit in them that have a good amount of pressure. So now let's cut them in half. All right, got it cut in half. Let's see what's inside. So they are the exact same on the inside. The air unit and the midsole's the same, the cup sole's the same, the insole's slightly different, but they're still built with a strobel stitch construction. So really the only difference between these shoes are what we've talked about, like the softer, more malleable leather, the replacement of the fabric with the fake leather, and the lack of breathability because of it. So are they worth the $30 extra to get the fresh pair that allegedly doesn't crease more, that's allegedly more breathable, and allegedly more stain resistant? Really the only thing that the benefit of this shoe is it is slightly more stain resistant. But by the time you're gonna really reap the rewards of having a stain resistant lining, your shoe's gonna be creased to death anyway. I like the concept of this shoe on the surface, but it just doesn't work out like Nike wanted it to. After recording this, I'm gonna wear my right foot, the fresh, the left foot, the regulars, and just wear them to the gym every day and see if I can tell a difference, and here are the results. So I took these to the gym for one single day, and immediately there's a giant difference between these two. So let me show you just the regular Air Force Ones first. Let me get you all focused in here. Okay, we got some creasing in there, little hairline, like little guys there and there. Nothing too crazy though. Now look at the freshes. Look how bad this is. I almost re-recorded this whole video because of how horrible the creasing is compared to the regular Air Force Ones. This is only like I'm not a gym rat. I go for like half an hour, and look at how different they are. So this has got to be the absolute worst version of like marketing BS and jargon that we've ever seen in any boot, and it's the worst offender. Like this shoe is designed to crease less, and it immediately creases more and significantly more in a worse way than the regular Air Force Ones. It's $30 more, and this is hot garbage. I can't believe that Nike released this promoting that, because they had to have known full well that it was gonna crease more, because it's not like they didn't do any testing, right? And it's not that there's a chance I just got a really bad version of this shoe and it was on a bad part of the hide, but this is so much worse than the regular Air Force Ones that there's no way this is a mistake, and it's absolute garbage. So Nike, you busted. These crease significantly worse, and you should be embarrassed. So that's the results. So let me know what you guys think, and thank you so much for supporting this video and my whole channel. It's the only reason we can afford to buy these shoes and really hold these brands accountable and make sure they're being honest about what they're promoting. So thank you guys. See ya.
It's happening. It's that time of year again, the time where I show you guys my entire sneaker collection. A huge, unnecessarily large, ridiculous wear these pairs all the time. They're very comfortable and they look awesome. So killing it, Salehi, you're killing it. And then next up, we've got my Reeboks, and the first pair that I got is actually this pair that was just sent to me today. It's the Gary V Reebok. Can you 3D print a skatable skateboarding shoe? I don't know, let's find out. In fact, why don't we print one out and have actual professional skateboarders test it? But hold up, that's easier said than done. In order to actually 3D print a skatable skateboarding shoe, I have to design it first, and I don't know the first thing about designing a skateboarding shoe, because I don't know what skateboarders want from their shoes. So to find out, I hit up sponsored skateboarder from the Bay Area, Aaron Cairo. What do you look for from a skateboarding shoe?
The main thing is that this area right here, because this is where it wears. You always wear really heavily right there, and then the kickflip motion wears pretty heavily right there. The rubber on the bottom also has to have the right traction, grip. You basically have these like wear points, and as long as you can put enough stuff on those wear points, then you're pretty good.
Okay, so the most important things are durability in high wear areas, traction, and to make things
If it wasn't for them, this project would not have happened in the time frame that it needed to happen in. So shout out to Creality. Oh, they fit good too. I wonder if I hope this is big enough for a size 10. I'm gonna be honest, this might be a tight squeeze for a size 10. It looks like there's enough space, but oof, I'm getting a little nervous. Ooh, they feel nice on foot. I will say that there is definitely some digging into my foot right there. Unfortunately, it's now a little bit too late, so I can't really adjust the 3D because like I'm leaving in a day, essentially. I mean, they do fit, and I feel like if they are a size 10, I mean, it should be able to fit. Worst case scenario, we pull out the insole. Not bad, really not bad. You know, honestly, I feel like at this point we should skate them. Moment of truth, I'm not great at skateboarding. In fact, I suck at skateboarding, and I made a shoe that may not work for skateboarding, so I'm very nervous right now. We're not gonna do any tricks. we're just gonna jump on the skateboard and skate around a little bit. I'm gonna be really embarrassed if I fall, but I'm not gonna cut anything out. So if I fall, you're seeing it. That was embarrassing because I wasn't even doing anything, I was just riding it. I told you I wasn't gonna cut anything out. The good news is that these shoes are definitely too big, like way too big. So if they're too big for me, they should be the right size for Aaron and everyone at Braille. So that's good news. The bad news is that I fell doing nothing, so. I'm here in San Francisco because I'm finally meeting up with Braille to try the 3D printed shoe. A shoe which actually only took about 2 weeks from start to finish, which is actually a very short amount of time when it comes to producing a shoe that you're supposed to be able to wear and skate in. So I'm a little nervous. I'm a little concerned that it might not be as good as I think it might be. But hey, we're about to find out. Not only that, I also have a surprise for Braille. I actually grabbed one of their skateboarding shoes and I've been wearing it around the last couple days. It's awesome. I love it. Definitely recommend it. But I had my 3D modeler 3D model the shoe and I 3D printed it. Now I thought this shoe would be big enough to actually wear. Unfortunately, because the laces are attached to the shoe itself, they're not actually separate laces. You can't open the shoe, so I don't think you can get your foot into it. And I really only have one of these. Actually, I have two, but the second one failed and has a big hole in the bottom and I can't get the support material out of it. I brought it to San Francisco thinking maybe I could like heat gun it or something, and I bought a heat gun and I bought tools and it just didn't work out. Unfortunately, this shoe is a bust, but we do have one shoe that can't be worn, but it looks good. So, not a great surprise, actually. What are your first impressions? How do you feel?
Yeah, they're awesome.
Oh, good.
My left foot feels very comfortable, and my right foot hurts like hell. But my right foot is swollen. So, you know, what can I say? You're going That hurt. I really want to kickflip, but I know it's going to hurt so bad. Do it. First try. Do it. Just give it all I can. Do it. Oh, I was flipping a quarter.
How are the insoles?
They're pretty cushy, to be honest.
What the heck? Dude, they are so much more comfy than I thought.
Dude, seriously, those are crazy. Okay, all right, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a very quick blister on the back if I don't get them off quick. Okay. Oh.
How do they feel?
Oh, they would feel really good if I wore the right shoe size.
Woo! That was sick.
Man, that was the cleanest aerial flip I've ever done in my life. Honestly, it matches my pants.
Matches your whole fit.
It's only right I get in them. What size are these? Whatever size you want, baby.
I was like, whoa, where's your homework? And he was like, I didn't print it out.
It's not a drip. I'm not gonna lie.
You like
it?
them?
Dripped out. It looks like he's going to the club, but the theme is pajamas.
Oh. Yeah. $1 heel, first try, over the A-frame, and I'll buy your next ticket to the club.
Ooh.